monster jump. That's one way you don't have to worry about locking that left front up. That was a fantastic jump by Denny Hamlin.
A great
lock up.
Lots of lockup, but it just doesn't seem to affect the car as much as you would think it as much. It should go up the racetrack.
White flag. Larson trying to hold off Bubba Wallace. They slam together in turn 1, and Hamlin is all by himself in turn number 3. Off turn 4, spinner turn 4, but the checkered flag is waved.
All right, my man. Good work. Good job, everybody. Way to start it off.
It all started on that launch.
He's got it.
Suarez with a nice advantage through turns 3 and 4. He'll see the white flag this time around. What a weekend for Daniel Suarez. Back to his roots and back to victory lane. Daniel Suarez wins in the NASCAR Mexico Series at the LA Coliseum. All right.
Nice job, Daniel.
Leaders in turns 3 and 4. It'll be the white flag this time by Ronnie Silk across the line. He looks in the rearview mirror. 5 car lengths behind. Justin Bonsignor is there.
It's not over with yet. There's 2 turns left in the competition. Will Silk pick up where he left off with a victory in the start of his quest just 1 year ago here at New Smyrna? Ronnie Silk has done it. He will take down the win in the opener for the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour.
Second year in a row, Ronnie Silk will get the best of the Whelen Modifieds here at New Smyrna, and Justin Bonsignor settles into second.
And here they come to the white flag. It'll be 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Yeah, we saw the middle of the pack there, Joey Logano, get really tight. These cars are all stuffed up against each other, and they know they have to push and shove, but the handling on the 22 is definitely tight.
And that tight, you said Joey Logano got tight off of 4, really slowed that lineup on the bottom. Hendrick car is strong on this outside.
Johnson is going to have to make his own lane to hold off Yaley as they battle for the lead up front. Larson edges out ahead.
Elliott made the move to the bottom, went for the win. Here comes Reddick to the inside.
Power move by Tyler Reddick's Toyota. And way up high goes the 5.
Too big a hit by Bowman. Got Larson loose.
Way outside is Yaley trying to hold off Johnson. Here they come to the line. Johnson ahead of Yaley, and for the win, Tyler Reddick for Toyota.
And Jimmy Johnson's ahead of Yaley.
Look at him.
He did it.
That all happened off of turn 4 to the start finish line.
He can breathe, boy. Boy, that was close. What a race. What a finish.
And where did Tyler Reddick come from?
And once again, we're going to come to the white flag. Brought to you by Credit One Bank, as Denny Hamlin leads them toward the checkered flag. And this battle to qualify is just as good as race 1.
This outside line's forming. These Fords are going for it. Big time push by Cindric into Harrison Burton. Here they come. You see Bell move up and slow that momentum, Kevin.
Yeah, he blocked the Fords there with the momentum, and he's going to try to use that. And Denny Hamlin with another aggressive block, and Bell right back in front of the 21.
Almost too aggressive. Not almost. It was too aggressive. Got him down. The momentum goes to the outside with Bell.
Burton just couldn't squeeze down, so Cindric does. Goes underneath Harrison Burton, and it's Austin Cindric chasing Christopher Bell for the win. Gralla McLeod right together, side by side. One of them makes it. One of them goes home. Here we come to the line. Christopher Bell's going to win it. Second is Cindric, and making the Daytona 500 appears to be Kaz Gralla.
Harrison Burton was really hoping he was going to get that help and stay with him off of 4 by Cindric. Cindric went for it on the bottom.
He's not going to be happy about that.
No.
You know, I think being on the same team, I think Harrison Burton is going to be severely unhappy with Austin Cindric.
Yeah, I think rightfully so.
Overtime at Daytona. Sanchez, Carruth on the front row.
Great start by Sanchez, but Carruth and LaJoie are coming hard on the outside. Remember, Corey Heim, fresher tires, can he use those to push harder?
He's been quiet all night long, but here he is, set up to maybe steal it late.
Remember the rule about pushing. They said they were going to enforce that.
LaJoie all over his teammate out front. Raja Carruth to the point. Outside comes Taylor Gray pushing Nick Sanchez.
Nice move by Sanchez to swing to the outside. LaJoie's come unhooked from Carruth.
Remember, once we get the white flag, the next flag will end the race. And the white flag is out. Nick Sanchez, your leader. Jack Wood is up to second.
Taylor Gray right there fighting for a win, too.
Corey Heim in the mix. Ty Majeski is there.
Raja sideways, hangs onto it.
Sanchez will try to work both. Oh, trouble.
And there's a crash. Caution is out. The race is over. Trucks up in the air. Nick Sanchez leading when the caution flag came out.
Was that?
Good job, boys.
He is going to bring it back around to the checkers. Nick Sanchez, when he was 5, taken to a race at Homestead, Miami by his uncle. He fell in love with NASCAR. And the Florida kid going to win for the first time in his career at Daytona International Speedway.
How about one more lap to decide it? One more.
One lap shootout. We've been here a long time. You all have been watching and listening for a long time. Here it is. Everything on the line. Who will win at Daytona? There they go, side by side, the teammates. They head into turn 1. Jake Finch, Gus Dean.
They weren't able to do what we expected as far as the teammate restart. It's delayed a lot further, and Gus Dean has the advantage now as the second place car. And Andres Perez has a big run here. He's trying to get clear. Gus Dean's getting way too far out in front, and we're going to have a run from the outside as well.
Jake's going to have a run. Now it seizes up a little bit. Little side draft on Andres Perez.
It's going to depend on which lane gets the bigger push.
Oh, no. Jake Finch goes around and dominated this race, wrecking all over the place at the front of the field. That will end this race. Andres Perez, huge hit on top of another car. Gus Dean in the 55 will unofficially be the winner of this race, winning the 100th race for Venturini Motorsports, his 3rd career win in the ARCA Menards Series.
Comes this outside lane again, Kevin.
Well, that's going to change the momentum of that middle lane, and that bottom lane still formed up. You see Chase Elliott pull in front of the outside lane, and there goes Ross Chastain because it all broke up.
Bit of contact there midfield as William Byron, who succeeded Jeff Gordon in the Hendrick number 24, is out front.
Huge pushes on that outside. They kept getting in one another, had to back off. Accordion effect, stacked them up. Everybody had to lift. Broke that line up big time.
Cindric tried the top, no, got back in line. Now Chastain has a push.
A lot of energy on this outside. Chastain, here he comes, Kevin.
Well, we saw the same thing that happened to the top lane with the bottom lane. They got broke up, and now we've got William Byron leading the bottom lane with Austin Cindric behind him. Ross Chastain leading the outside lane.
1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank, and away they go. That is Cindric into Chastain and up into traffic.
Did they complete that lap?
Did the leader get the white flag?
This
Caution
could be
waving.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close.
I don't know if he got it out in time. I
believe they saw the white flag.
I think it's William Byron.
I think so too.
It was a block by him, caused Chastain to move down.
Ross Chastain gets away and will come around to see the final flag of the night. We are under caution with the accident happening just past the start-finish line. Austin Cindric going for a wild ride here, as did Ross Chastain.
You see the light on, you see Bowman ahead of Byron right there, but need to back it up and see this again.
And we'll await a ruling from NASCAR.
regardless, if it's going to be those two, you see the checkered flag out. It's a Hendrick Motorsports win. The question is, who won it for him?
And the Daytona 500.
Race winner will be the 24. We'll need the 24 to start finish line.
Goes to victory lane, William Byron. From Charlotte, North Carolina, Rudy Fugle, his crew chief.
You won? Yes, we won.
Unbelievable. 40 years to the day, Hendrick Motorsports goes 1-2 at the Daytona 500.
Oh, yeah, boys. Oh.
Byron's last win came at Texas in September. It's his 11th career win.
White flag is out. 1 to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Next flag will end the race. Austin Hill in front of his old teammate Sheldon Creed.
Yeah, Sheldon Creed's hungry for a win. Uh-oh.
There goes Ryan Sieg.
18, just watch 18.
That might do it.
Caution would end it.
No yellow. No yellow.
No yellow yet. Austin Hill out in front of Sheldon Creed.
Nobody's going to be able to get there yet. Here, 5 back 18, no yellow.
What an advantage on the final lap at Daytona. Sheldon Creed going to do it again. The Georgia drivers got the hat trick at the World Center of Racing. Austin Hill gets it done.
That's crazy. He has won 3 of these in a row.
Austin Hill able to win
Big
the race.
country, come on. Look at that emotion. That is really, really something else.
Isn't that just so real?
Oh.
Can't you just feel that?
Look at these guys. It's been a long day for these crews.
Coming to the white flag, Kyle Busch leads Ty Majeski, Corey Heim, Taylor Gray. Well, Nick Sanchez and his group have anything for him. One last chance here.
Back up to him, Ty. Back up to that 11 truck. Not going to be able to do it, it doesn't look like. Can he dive to the bottom? There's the push.
What does Ty Majeski do? He's looking, he's sniffing. Corey Heim is right there to the inside. Can he get to Kyle Busch? As Kyle Busch hangs on. Out of turn 4, checkered flag. Kyle Busch wins it for the 7th time at Atlanta.
Let's go, boys. Come on.
Here it goes, 2-lap shootout. It's overtime from Atlanta, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Jesse Love out front. Can he hang on?
16 out of fuel. 48 out of fuel.
A bunch of them out of gas.
They're not going.
2's out of gas.
Jesse Love out of fuel. Here comes Austin Hill driving through. Could he win it again?
Does he have enough fuel?
2 Georgia drivers out front, Hill and Chandler Smith.
We saw Austin Hill saving fuel. He did probably the best job under green of saving fuel.
Shane Van Gisbergen is up to 3rd. Ryan Truex is there. Sheldon Creed in the mix.
Riley Herbst right there.
Once they get the white flag, the next flag will end the race. 1 lap to go at Atlanta. Austin Hill is out front.
This is crazy. Can Austin Hill make it on gas?
And can Chandler Smith back up enough to make a run?
2 by 2 behind the 97.
This race will not be over, I mean, till the very last second, even though with that gap. He's got to get all the way off of turn 4 with that low fuel.
Ryan Truex out of line. Here they come off of turn 4. Austin Hill going to do it again.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
3rd career victory here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
How did that happen?
That guy just figures out how to win on a super speedway in every unique possible way.
Yes.
We did not call this one coming, did not see it. And he did a great job at saving enough fuel to win this one.
He earned this in a lot of ways. They did not hand him this one.
Austin Hill goes back-to-back to begin 2024.
1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
It's all going to come down to getting into 3, I think. Here comes the energy. Here comes the support from the back, that 3rd row. Where does he block? Does he block high? Does he block low? Here it comes. Kyle Busch to the middle, shooting a gap. No help with Kyle Busch.
Oh, Suarez right alongside him. 3 wide. Off turn 4. Here they come to the flag. 3 abreast. Photo finish.
I think it's Blaney. Unbelievable. 3-wide finish. Have you ever seen anything like that?
Scoring.
Finish is under review.
Scoring has the margin between the first 3 cars at 0.00 seconds.
How awesome was that?
The race finish is under review.
How about that? Freeze frame, stop motion to the line. That's too close to call. Unbelievable.
I thought it was Blaney, but that picture right there, I think they all win. Unbelievable. That was awesome.
NASCAR is reviewing.
99, 12, 88. Race winner is the 99.
How about that? Daniel Suarez, the 32-year-old from Monterrey, Mexico, gets his 2nd Cup career win.
Raja Caruth will take the white flag. 1 lap to go.
That's a great feeling when you got control of the race, isn't it, Phil? When you see that white flag, you know, if there's a caution now, so be it. And the next flag's going to end it.
The 21-year-old out of Washington, D.C.
Just a great spirit, such a good kid. This is awesome.
His 30th truck start came up from the ARCA Menards Series.
Whatever you need coming to the line. Really proud
Just praying for it.
Execute all night.
There it is. Raja Caruth wins it at Las Vegas. First career win, gets it done.
You ask about
White flag at the line.
1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. John Hunter Nemechek, full time at the Cup Series now. Won here at Vegas in a truck back in 2021. His dad Joe won here in an Xfinity car in 2003. Nemechek has been special today, leading just shy of 100 laps.
Yes, boys. Thank you. Thank you, Tyler.
10th career victory. Nemechek cashes in at Vegas.
They did a great job. They executed the race very well. I always had a really fast race car, but they executed the race well. Much deserving winner.
1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
And that was all Kyle Larson putting his car in the right spot in front of Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick went to the bottom of the racetrack and he lost all that momentum.
This whole race has been all Kyle Larson. You put that kid behind the wheel of a race car like this at Hendrick Motorsports and he will get the job done. Old-fashioned butt whooping all day long. Kyle Larson.
2 of the best in the business come off turn number 4. Reddick got within a car length, but Kyle Larson scores his 24th career win for Rick Hendrick and Chevrolet.
How about Ty Gibbs coming back up and getting the top 5 after the day he's had? Chastain, that gamble paid off, 4th place. And Blaney, 3rd, champion, grounded out.
Yeah, Grant Enfinger is the one that stands out. I know it's only 1 position. Got a caution here, Jamie.
So caution for lightning. So there's no rain that we have seen, but we've been watching this lightning storm kind of roll in. So our roof cameras, our manned cameras are down, so we're limited at this point. So now ARCA decided to bring out the caution.
I thought our weather woman, Jamie Little, told us.
I was told
0%.
0. And it may not rain, right, Jamie? That's what we
Hey,
talked
I am
about.
from the desert, so we have this
We are
dry
in the
weather
desert.
heat lightning. So
But we
I
are
think that's what
NASCAR. We like to make it rain. We do, everywhere we go.
Take a look at this lightning
call
right here.
NASCAR.
There's definitely lightning out there.
Weather gods were not on our side. The rain came in, washed away the track. We've lost it. That means the race has officially been called. That means one thing. William Sawalich, the 17-year-old from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, picks up his 5th career ARCA Menards Series national win. You see here the NASCAR overtime rules. It's a 2-lap shootout. Once the leader takes the white flag, the next flag ends the race. We will try that unlimited attempts. And here we go.
What a great jump from Chilwood Creek. Oh my God, he has to follow him a little bit more.
Yeah, he didn't chase him down quite enough. Cole Custer getting a big push by Austin Hill. Either Chandler Smith doing a good job being able to clear there.
3 wide behind him. Austin Hill, Jesse Love, teammates side by side. Jesse with the power move on the outside. He's in third. Jesse Love with a peek to the outside. Chandler Smith hanging on to it. White flag is in the air. One more lap.
Jesse Love had a great run. He almost looked like he was going to be able to get to the leader.
Chaos all around him, behind him. Everybody jockeying for position one last time. Sheldon Creed just with a narrow edge over the 2 of Jesse Love. Chandler Smith, he got the win in Richmond last year. Can he hang on here? Comes out of turn number 4. Chandler Smith will win it at Phoenix for his second career win.
Job today, boys. Solid car. Hate that we got it like that, but we'll take them when we can get them.
Traffic ahead. White flag. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
His center corner speed has just been lights out. He was here at the test, put in the time, worked hard, and it's paying off.
And his car can go anywhere on the racetrack, which has made him very versatile and be able to get through traffic well.
Preparation's key, and those guys certainly have checked that box here this weekend.
This will be his 4th consecutive season with a victory in the NASCAR Cup Series. Christopher Bell off the final corner, and he wins in Phoenix.
Excellent job, Adam. White Knight Willie, everyone on this 20 car, thank you guys. Excellent, excellent car.
We'll see the white flag this time around. Busch is high, Eckes is low. Half a mile to victory for Christian Eckes. Down the back straightaway.
He's gonna
look at Christian Eckes. Last year he left with heartache. This year he leaves with a trophy. Eckes delivers at Bristol.
Use it all day long. Hell yeah, good job, guys.
And Kyle Busch got there. He was 0.2 of a second behind, right on his bumper.
Look, coming around here to 1 to go. This is just what the doctor ordered. It's exactly what Denny Hamlin wanted to see.
White flag, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Nurse it around here.
Works around the outside of Chase Briscoe. And by about 12 car lengths, Denny Hamlin is going to win Bristol.
2 in a row here.
My man.
A winner here last fall. And he wins on the return to spring concrete. A track that's been dirt for the last 3 years.
Thank you. My favorite racetrack. We got another one. Thank you.
What do they say? Buckle those belts one last time. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. NASCAR overtime. Corey Heim talked about turn 1. That's the biggest obstacle in his way. Ty Majeski behind him. Taylor Gray.
Wow,
nice clean effort. Yes.
Oh, we're
and
gonna have a spinner.
We go.
Is that Sanchez?
Corey Heim again gets away. That was Nick Sanchez that went around. There he is.
Corey Heim has a little breathing room over Taylor Gray.
So 2 laps here. He'll take the white next time by. Once he takes the white, the next flag will end it.
Taylor Gray obviously nursing that fuel, but he has to go hard to try to stay ahead of Majeski.
Is that Zilich up to 4th? Is he 4th or 5th?
Zilich was battling. He is. Zilich into the 4th spot.
Got by Ross Chastain. Now he can set his sights on that battle for 2nd. And remember, there's fuel issues, concerns for the 17 of Gray.
Little slide by Zilich.
Ross came back. Was able to hold him off, though. Matt Crafton, he got tires as well, and he's raced his way up inside the top 10. Another great job for Matt.
No kidding. Trying to get around Jack Hawksworth right there. Continues a battle. He settles in behind him.
I think he's got a better truck right now than a couple ahead of him.
Corey Heim's been pretty much perfect today. Done everything right.
He has. That's a great way to put it, Jamie. And that restart was executed perfectly as well. Protected that inside, but yet still had a good angle on his exit.
And didn't overshoot that corner, so he didn't have any exit speed.
Brand new race truck built just for this race. Again, this is the only time when we will race on the road course this year.
Another truck that I'm really impressed by. He's stuck right there in that battle, that 52 of Stuart Friesen. He's been all over the place, but still solidly in the top 10.
Yeah, and older tires than a lot of those trucks he's racing around.
Here comes Corey Heim down the straightaway.
Going to hold his breath to the start-finish line.
Yes, he is. You'll see the white flag come out. There it is. 1 lap to go for Corey Heim. Taylor Gray, Ty Majeski, Connor Zilic, Ross Chastain. Chastain's not done back there.
Really, the next flag ends it, whether it's caution or checker.
Look at Corey. Is he wiggling that truck? Is he having some fuel pressure issues?
Good question, Phil. I saw him doing just that. Maybe just being extra careful to keep plenty of fuel in the pickup.
The top 3 definitely concerned about fuel at this point. 3.4 miles around here. Got about a half a lap to go for the leaders.
I would say great call by Jeff Hensley, Taylor Gray to stay out, but we've got a half lap to go here.
It's not over yet.
It's not.
Holding their breath, just trying to make it to the finish. Taylor Gray and that 17 team deserve a great finish after the day they've had. They kept fighting back. They know that fuel is an issue. Can they hang on?
They just went through turn 11. What did we say, 100 seconds from turn 11 back to the start-finish line?
Can you hold your breath 100 seconds?
I don't think so.
Oh, man, Friesen and Raja off the road.
They keep them straight.
Oh, a lap truck kind of forced Corey wide.
That's Dale Quarterly.
Look at that battle for second.
Ty Majeski putting the pressure on, trying to pick up that second spot. Corey Heim just a couple more turns.
Looking for that checkered flag.
Looking for the first win of the season. They have been so strong. Came here after so much time, research, effort put into this race. He's been flawless.
That's exactly right. Perfect.
29 laps and counting. Here comes Corey Heim. He sees the checkered flag. It's Heim time at Circuit of the Americas as Corey Heim gets it done. Taylor Gray. Taylor Gray goes on.
Double overtime at Circuit of the Americas.
Austin Hill launched right with him. Pushing on the outside lane. It's going to, oh my goodness, they're 3 wide already, 4 wide already.
Aggressive into turn 1. Hill right in the hip pocket of Van Gisbergen.
Oh my God.
Austin Hill slides through and takes the lead.
And he just shoved him right in there. He said, I'll just push you. I seen how this game worked last time.
Well, let me tell you, this is everything but over.
Oh, I don't know. Look at Andy Street cheering from the pit box. Austin Hill has a flair for the dramatic. Sage Karam in second right now. Van Gisbergen trying to get it back.
This is a long 2 laps, and you see right there, Van Gisbergen going to get back to second. Austin Hill is going to have to put up 2 of the best laps he's ever run in his life to maintain this lead.
This is going to be a hell of a last lap. Austin Hill has to do everything ahead. He cannot look to his mirror because he's coming. There's a chain, a mad chain coming with a lot of speed and a lot of steam.
That was turn 11. Fastest portion of the race course right here, 11 to 12. And a passing opportunity breaking at turn 12 for Van Gisbergen. Larson up to 7th.
Larson's got those tires, but he's got a lot of cars to pass in a short amount of time. You see Austin, he's getting in there as hard as he can.
He's pushing hard.
Kind of locking them up. They're all going wide. Shane's going to be there on the last lap. I mean, he's already there.
He's already there.
But this is not going to be an easy pass for Shane, but you're going to see some of his racecraft definitely come up here. Now, don't you think Shane definitely remembered how the lead just got taken from him? From the back bumper and the front bumper of that 21 car.
And I will say, he's done a great job of remaining patient after he lost the lead. Fell from the top spot back to third, but in position to pounce as we circle back to the white flag.
It might happen right here into turn 1, guys.
Yeah, he's right there.
Once we get the white flag, the next flag ends the race. 1 lap to go at Circuit of the Americas. Austin Hill leading Shane Van Gisbergen up to turn 1.
Austin doing a good job hitting his marks. It's really easy to overdrive the car in this moment. When you see someone right behind you, he's going to be pressuring you. He did a good job of not blowing turn 1.
Let me tell you something that Shane has been doing a great job all race long is to stay on the track.
And Larson is coming up in third. He's got those fresher tires. What a rally for the 17.
Yeah, they don't count the 17 outs. I was someone spun out behind these guys, but this race here is too good to get off of.
Oh my God, somebody's wrecking in the back. 17 has closed the gap tremendously in the last lap.
From turn 10 to turn 11. 3-car battle for the lead. Hill, Van Gisbergen, and Larson.
And one of the last chances for Van Gisbergen to make the pass is going to be breaking into turn 12. But Larson's going to be making the move too, and he's got too much distance there. I don't think he can make up that distance in the braking zone.
I think he's going to come in the stadium. I think Shane is going to make his move in the stadium.
Larson trying to get in there hot.
The problem of Shane right now is that he has to play defense and offense at the same time.
He's going to be right to him. Watch Kyle Larson turn down underneath him right here. Oh, here comes the bump.
Contact.
A lot of bumps.
Gisbergen into Hill. Austin
Here,
Hill
Larson's
goes wide.
Larson as well.
Here comes Kyle Larson.
Going to win it.
Kyle Larson is sitting there waiting for it.
Austin Hill is not happy with that. He's going to pay it back a little bit there.
Well, I don't know. Austin had one coming. That's how he got the lead.
Yeah.
Kyle Larson takes over the top spot, and he's going to come back and lead him off of turn 19 and 20. What a finish at Circuit of the Americas.
These two
double
done in
overtime. Larson from the back to the front. He's going to get it done in Austin, Texas.
What a rally. What a rally.
Van Gisbergen hangs on and gets second. For Larson, it's career win number 15.
Nice drive, Kyle.
And the second time he's delivered on the road.
Wow.
Off of turn 4, this time for Gio Ruggiero, looking at the white flag from Denise Engel. Final time around for the driver of the number 20. Gio Ruggiero down the backstretch. No pressure from behind. Into turns 3 and 4. Gio Ruggiero looking at the checkered flag. He'll pick up the victory here at Five Flags Speedway. Career win number 1. White flag waving, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. 1.7 seconds, the gap.
Give me just a solid lap, William. Careful in 8, make sure there's no dirt. That'd be the one on my thought process here.
Look at Byron just tossing that car through the corners, sliding it as much as it'll take. He's got it down to 1.2 seconds. Jumping the curbs.
There's 8.
1 second.
No wheel lockups. Just take care of business.
Half a lap to go.
Been a dominant performance by William Byron and Company in his 24 car. Rudy Fugel and Company brought him a whale of a race car, and he's done a good job keeping it on the racetrack. Never slipped a wheel, Kevin. Hit all of his marks all day long. Boys were good in the pits.
Well, he showed that speed in qualifying, and he carried that over right to the very first lap of this race to be able to do that, Clint. They've executed on pit road all day. He's executed on the racetrack, and they have put themselves in position to close this race out with a win.
Christopher Bell got to within 0.6 of a second of Byron under braking for turn 12. So close he can almost reach out and touch the 24, but William Byron from the pole. And after a fantastic pit stop that was the class of the field. There's a couple of corners to go.
It's pretty much been a Hendrick Motorsports and Gibbs competition so far in 2024. Hendrick was so solid the first two. Gibbs showed up the last two. Hendrick back on top today.
William Byron down the front straightaway to the checkered flag, gets his 12th career win in the NASCAR Cup Series.
Yes, sir.
Great day by those guys.
Good job, everybody. Thanks, spotter. Good job, William. Amazing.
Newman is there in that third row on the inside. Blue number 77. They wobble just a bit. 3 wide, almost 4 wide. They come into turn number 1. Bonsignor has it by inches. Joe off the turn. It is still Silk, but for how long?
Outside lane, Justin Bonsignor trying to hold off the challenge for Ron Silk in the bottom. Bonsignor out in front, but Silk to the inside lane draws even. They'll come to the line. 2 laps to go with Trevor Catalano waiting in the 3rd spot, the rookie contender. Just his 2nd start in the mix.
He's doing a great job sitting there in 3rd. Colby gets shuffled back. Here comes Bonsignor. Tries to make the slingshot to the inside. Bonsignor side by side with Ron Silk. They come off the turn down to the line. Bonsignor working his magic at the stripe. 1 lap to go.
This isn't over yet. It's Justin Bonsignor muscling his way to the bottom in turn 2. Silk is right there as they come off turn number 2. They come together on the back straightaway. Silk battling to the outside. Bonsignor to the bottom. They'll come to the checkered flag this time. Out in front. Bonsignor noses out in front. But here comes Silk to the outside, and Bonsignor will win it.
Bonsignor will win it. The margin of victory was so close, it's almost unbelievable. Unofficially, Ronnie Silk to finish in 2nd.
You'll see the white flag this time around.
Chandler
1
Smith
lap
likes
to
it.
go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Now, Chandler Smith loves the white flag, but no one loves it more than all these crew chiefs on pit road who decided to pit.
Absolutely. They look like they made the right decision.
Richmond's like his 2nd home. It's a Richmond runaway for Chandler Smith. He leads over 70 laps and in dominating fashion is going to get his 2nd win of 2024.
Job today.
Buddy, way to fight that thing. Did a great job. Picture, you guys are awesome today. Really.
Joe Gibbs Toyotas fighting on the front row. It's overtime, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Green, white, checker. Logano and Larson, Byron and Elliott, Bell and Keselowski. Here we go.
Tenney with an early launch in the restart box.
Well, you see Martin chase him all the way down there with the side draft, trying to hold him at bay so he doesn't get clear.
Tenney ran him up the racetrack a little bit. Still there, side by side. Still holding tough on the outside, Mark Truex Jr. This Logano's car takes off good too. Looking to the inside of Truex.
White flag. Truex trying to hold off Larson. Logano.
Oh! He didn't like what he saw. Truex come down Dorsey and down the back straightaway.
Denny Hamlin,
winner.
Home track win for Hamlin in the Toyota Owners 400. Crash in turn 1 as Larson and Truex got together again after the flag.
Will this be the last restart of the night? Christian Eckes, Nick Sanchez. Eckes every single time. Unbelievable on the reaction time on his restarts as they battle right behind him. The 98, Majeski trying to hang on. Not good enough. Eckes with the edge. Majeski comes back through turn 3, turn 4. They're battling. They're rubbing on each other right behind them. The 77 and Chase Purdy. trying to get that third spot.
Great move by Chase Purdy in the 77. Raja, the 71, right behind him, side by side with Ankrum.
We have yet to have a repeat winner this season. Christian Eckes takes the white flag. 1 lap to go. 1 and 2 races ago at Bristol, the first short track race of the season. Here at Martinsville, he's led the most laps tonight. Christian Eckes hangs on to it coming out of turn 4. What a perfect night it was. Eckes gets it done. He'll take on the grandfather clock at Martinsville.
Let's go.
You
Good job,
win.
buddy.
He went. Ty Majeski secures that second spot. Chase Purdy, great effort by him.
Overtime at Martinsville, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Mayor Almirola, here we go.
18 giving the one a shot, getting in the corner. Moving him up, will be 3 wide for the lead.
Creed, 3 wide.
Eric Almirola
inside
through.
of Mayer. Chandler Smith making a move. Almirola gets the lead.
Wow, what a sequence.
Here's a white flag. Next flag will end it. Caution is out. The race is over. And it's going to be Eric Almirola who claims the victory at Martinsville.
Talk about whirlwind of emotions, right? Had the race in the bag, late caution, you lose the lead, you get it back. Really good job by Eric Almirola. That's awesome to see.
Got it back the same way he lost it, outside on the restart.
Yep.
So deserving win for Eric. Obviously dominated this race, showed the veteran that he is, and obviously very happy.
Thank you, boys.
All right, here we go to Credit One overtime at Martinsville. Byron Elliott, green flag.
Stuck pretty good there, Kevin. I'm surprised. 3 wide back there.
Hamlin still 10.
Elliott put the bumper to him. Chase Elliott to 3rd.
Crash turn 4. 3 cars around.
I think they made it white.
No flag.
Still
White
green.
flag. Green. Everybody gets away.
Slipping inside and around. Byron way out in the front. Likes what he sees in the mirror.
Larson trying to steal second from Chase Elliott. Wallace behind him. William Byron comes to the flag and wins the Cookout 400.
1-2-3 finish for Hendrick Motorsports. 40th anniversary. Look at these people on their feet off of 2. Unbelievable. All their employees off of 2 on their feet. That is awesome.
First time that's ever happened at Martinsville Speedway. One team taking the top 3 spots.
Oh, yeah, boy. Hell yeah. Woo! I told you all after yesterday. Hell yeah. Great job, boys. Great pit stops.
1,500 people here just saw their guys win the race. That's pretty
Now
good.
it's starting to look like it could be Ronnie Silk. They come across the line this time, 1 to go.
Final circuit in the competition. You're literally riding with Ronnie Silk as he comes off turn number 2. 50 years of the Icebreaker event. The chill is off. The heat is on. Ronnie Silk will win the 50th anniversary of the Icebreaker from Thompson Speedway.
Second time this season he'll visit victory lane. 24th career victory for Ronnie Silk as he scores the win here today in the Icebreaker 150. Jake Johnson across in second will runner up for the second consecutive race. Patrick Emmerling rallied back to 3rd. Justin Bonsignor, Tyler Ripkema, the top 5. Good recovery there by Tyler Ripkema after being involved early on in the incident in turn 1.
White flag.
Final lap. 1 lap to go. Can Kyle Busch hold him off? Does Corey Heim have enough time? We talked about that wins record here. Todd Bodine holds it with 6. Kyle Busch wants to match it.
He's coming. Momentum. Look at that momentum.
Down the backstretch into turn 3. Kyle Busch with the advantage. Another shot here out of turn 4. Kyle Busch does it. He wins it at Texas Motor Speedway. His 6th career win here, and he ties that record set by Todd Bodine.
flag is out. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Ryan Sieg is leading Sam Mayer. Mayer looking high off of turn 2.
Sam's going to get a big run off of turn 2 here. He's going to pull underneath him.
Huge rally for Sam Mayer. Near contact down the back straightaway. Final lap. Mayer going to make the pass. Can Sieg get back by him? Here they are off of turn 4. Sieg and Mayer going at it at Texas. Back to the start-finish line. This one is going to be tight. Who got it done? Photo finish. What a thriller. Mayer and Sieg.
The scoring sheet shows us we have it by .002. Just stand by, hold it up there.
What an incredible finish. Back and forth. Sam Mayer and Ryan Sieg. And here they are at the line.
Oh my gosh, this is one of the closest finishes I've ever seen.
Sam Mayer, the 1 car, Carolina Carports gets the win.
Inches.
1 inch.
Looks like Elliott's been starting deep in the box the last 2 times. And now they come off right even again.
You see him wait for Keselowski that was rolling to him. As soon as that stopped, that momentum, he took off.
Ross Chastain's still going to be on the outside when they get to the exit of turn 2, so it's going to come down to turn 3. You see a great run by Ross Chastain down the back straightaway. Chase Elliott side draft to try to slow that down.
3 wide mid-pack, but everybody clean as we watch the leaders. Chase Elliott.
He's clear.
Clears Chastain for the lead.
He's going to make it to the white flag, too. The race is going to be official.
Byron takes 3rd from Keselowski. Final lap. Keselowski turns the 1.
Byron
into the wall. Yellow. It's over.
Chase Elliott is your winner, folks. He is back. Oh, big win for them guys.
The leader did receive a white.
Boys, you're going to Dawsonville. Chase Elliott wins the Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 400 on an overtime restart for his 19th career victory.
He ran Daytona. That was his first opportunity. Dominated there and comes out just driving like he's been doing it for years.
Well, if he's able to pull this off, this is the most uneventful race he'll ever have and go to victory lane in.
Final lap. Can Jake Finch hang on for the win for his first ARCA Menards National
Christian Rose
Series
pulls out
win?
a line. Tanner Gray fills the hole. He doesn't go with him here.
Christian Rose, he's been
He went for it.
He's going for it. Will he have any help right now? No. Chris Wright trying to block there in the 2nd spot. Doesn't work. He slips back. Gives up that 3rd spot.
Yep, Gus Dean stays to the inside, puts Christian Rose back to 5th.
So Christian goes for it, loses 2 spots.
Watch that mirror, Jake. Just watch that mirror. Keep that 15 car behind you.
Oh, the 55 does not go with Tanner Gray.
Meanwhile, Jake Finch, he told us he doesn't use his mirrors a whole lot. Listens to that spotter. The move comes. Remember, the start-finish line is deep into the racetrack, not at the normal spot. He gets it done. Wow. Jake Finch, a perfect race, leads all 76 laps. Shannon Rush back to victory lane as the crew chief.
If you told me Jake Finch is going to lead every lap from start to finish, no incidents all day, I don't think I would have taken that.
This car is in double overtime at Talladega. Jesse Love, the rookie, in control of the field. Ryan Ellis out of line. Love jumps out front, no caution yet.
So in green, we have a car backwards.
Still green. 2 of Jesse Love's pretty far out in front. Couple lanes coming to him pretty quick.
I think the caution is going to come out. Oh, no, he's putting it back.
Ryan Ellis trying to get it going in the 43. Remember, once we take the white flag, the next flag would end the race.
Riley Herbst making his way up through the field. He's going to get lined up with that Mustang of Haley Deegan here. They might have a big run coming to the 2 if they can get connected.
Joey Gase, 35 down low, pushing the 42 of Leland Honeyman Jr.
Big run by the 42.
Jesse Love up to block. Coming back to the white flag. There it is. Next flag will end the race. Outside lane, Riley Herbst making something happen. Does he have time to get there?
Leland Honeyman needs to back up to the 35 or one of the two cars to get a run. That's the only shot he has for passing the 2 car. Here comes the middle.
Honeyman looks high, looks low. Jesse Love able to block. Outside lane, Brennan Poole nearly won this race in 2016. Anthony Alfredo is there in the 5.
Poole's trying to get there.
He's there.
He's there outside.
He's there. Brennan Poole outside lane. Heartbreak here for him 8 years ago. From the Woodlands, Texas. Side by side as they come through the tri-oval. Inside Love, outside Poole. Jesse Love, the rookie. They're crashing behind him. Love, first career win comes at Talladega.
Unbelievable. I can't believe he made it on field.
Hey, I sincerely apologize to the crew chief. We did not think he was going to make it on gas, but what a race, what a job that he did, and redemption for Atlanta.
That's awesome.
2 to go this time around. Just 2 more times around. Trevor Huddleston holding on to the lead by inches each and every time we come across start-finish. Cole Raz still fighting hard to the inside of the racetrack. We will see the white flag this time around. Who is it going to be? Trevor Huddleston or Cole Raz? Huddleston with a half a car length lead as the white flag is in the air. Raz to the bottom side of the racetrack. One more shot down the backstretch and into turns 3 and 4. Final time, side by side. Huddleston with the lead. Here comes Cole Raz to the bottom side. It's going to be a photo finish. Who's it going to be? Give it to Cole Raz as they come together down into turn 1. Wow, what a finish here at Kern County Raceway Park. Just incredible racing as we come across the line. Huddleston got up into the outside wall, and I don't know that he is particularly happy with the way that last lap played out, but what a performance by Cole Raz to pick up his first career ARCA Menards Series West victory.
You want to be the leader right now because as you head towards this white flag, you want to be the leader as long as possible in case that caution flag comes out.
It is Reddick at the white flag with 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. McDowell back to the point by a foot. Big push from Truex. Keselowski as well. Here comes Gregson.
Energy's on the bottom. It's deteriorating on the top.
Now does Keselowski, is he wingman to McDowell, or does he have a chance to win this race? Off turn 4 for the final time.
Comes a run by Brad. There he goes to make his move. He's going to switch back over.
Oh, the block, and around goes the 34. And Reddick steals one.
That was almost exactly how Brad won this race, his first race. Huge wreck here, guys. Reddick.
Oh my God! Great work, guys! Woo!
Tyler Reddick for the win. Everybody else wrecks.
You knew it was coming. McDowell was trying to block. That run was coming.
White flag is in the air. Can Connor Zilic hang on? Trying to win his first ARCA National Series win. Gio Ruggiero just behind him. Connor Zilic, he was patient. They worked on the race car. They made it better. As he makes his way around, checkered flag in the air. Connor Zilic gets it done in Dover. Shane Huffman pumped up. Well done, crew chief.
Pretty equal start again.
But these guys have their teammates behind them. Tied off at turn 2.
They're going to be side by side to the turn 3, I think.
Yeah, side by side. Forward momentum by the 20. He shifted in there pretty deep. Oh, he's going to clear the 88.
20 on point. Ryan Truex takes the lead. White flag is out. 1 lap remains at Dover.
They're wrecking on the front straightaway.
Caution is out. And Truex had already taken the white flag. This race is over. Ryan Truex, for a second straight season, is going to win at his home track. He has tamed the monster.
Oh, yeah, boys. Oh, my God.
1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Clean track ahead. Denny will probably go back down to the bottom. No, stays high to block. Taking that air away from Kyle Larson. Did a good job with it there.
But Larson's closing. Larson got the drive off the corner. He's got it down to 2 car lengths. Final corner. Larson up high. Hamlin right in the middle of the racetrack takes the air off Larson's nose and wins the Worth 400. 54th career win for Denny Hamlin, tying Lee Petty for 12th on the all-time list.
Right, Finch, but they just haven't had anything to compete for the win. Final lap. White flag officially out for Connor Mosack. He has to hang on for 1 more lap. Can he do it? Driving for his family's team. They got the win last week with Connor Zilich at Dover. Can they get it done with Connor Mosack? He knows how to get to victory lane, knows exactly where it is. Tanner Gray was all eyes on the prize. They made some good adjustments. Connor Mosack takes the checkered flag, 2nd career win. There's his mom, big smile on her face, pump in the air. Tanner Gray brings it home 2nd. Big high five. Well done, crew chief.
Jake Johnson has been sensational. He's run part-time seasons the last 2 years, but today could be the day for Jake Johnson. He'll roll through turns 3 and 4, come off turn 4, white flag for Jake Johnson.
Final circuit around. The youngster who cut his teeth at Seacon Speedway. Full body driver, now a modified driver. He'll hang his hat to win the Granite State Derby on the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour from Monadnock Speedway.
Jake Johnson has done it. This race car, this team, the Bowler family, Jake Johnson has worked at it. He earned it every step of the way today. He proved to be a contender, and Jake Johnson has now added his name to the list of Whelen Modified Tour winners. He wins the Granite State Derby. He's going to Whelen Modified Tour victory lane.
Certainly is. Austin Beers, an impressive run to finish in 2nd. Patrick Emerling held on for 3rd. Craig Lutz for 4th. Matt Hirschman to round out the top 5.
Here comes Smith.
There's part 1 of the equation. White flag is out. 1 lap to go for Corey Heim.
Another 3.5 tenths.
A 1 second advantage as he hits the back straightaway.
Oh, man, that's so frustrating for Zane Smith. He's like, oh, he's right there, but I just don't have enough time.
Boy, about 1 more lap. Look at all this lap traffic right in front of Corey Heim.
11 truck strong tonight. Corey Heim hits him right between the eyes, leads 79 laps, and gets his 2nd win of the year.
Here we go.
It's a big jump on that outside. Great restart, great jump. Here comes Larson to the inside, 3 wide of Denny. Momentum on the outside, Buescher to the lead.
Larson right with him, but Buescher with the launch off turn 2. Elliott way on the outside.
He's got it so far. The blocking is going to happen. Here it comes. Comes Denny to the, or excuse me, Truex to the inside. Look at the big block by Buescher. Pushes Larson up the racetrack. 3 wide behind them.
3 wide, 4 different places coming to the back. White flag under green. Buescher, Larson trying to close. Truex trying to get up to the leader.
Well,
how does he make the block, Kevin?
Kyle Larson is going to get there one more time. You see Chris Buescher back down on the bottom of the racetrack. Kyle Larson's going to have one more shot at it, and it's going to become a cat and mouse game as you get into turn 3. Which direction to go?
Where do you go?
Larson up top, all the way up top. Buescher.
He's on the outside. He's in position. He's got it.
And here comes Truex. They're going to close right to the 2 leaders. Coming to the line. Crash together. I believe Buescher
I think you're right. It's so close. This is going to be a huge win for Buescher. They're excited. I think it's him, Kevin.
That was incredible.
Corey Heim gets spun just past the checkered flag with, I think, Austin Dillon.
Oh, yeah.
Let's look at it. I don't. It may be the 5.
Hold on. Well, let's have a look at the video.
Uh-oh, boys.
Buescher is ahead. Larson is coming. It's like the Kentucky Derby.
Oh,
it's
my
that
gosh.
close. It's Larson.
Holy cow.
What a finish, boys.
Can you believe it?
I cannot.
I can. But what a crush. Oh, man. I hate it for Chris Buescher. That Larson got the run on the outside. That is a bold move.
Did you hear what he just said?
What?
0.00.
Look at these guys. Crushed. Crushed.
We're looking at the fans in front of the TV booth here, all on their feet right now. Cameras rolling. Toughing it out tonight. Green flag in the air once again, side by side on the restart. Looks like the 45 of Ross Chastain gets out ahead. They're wrecking side by side into the wall they go. Jake Garcia.
They're hanging on to it, keeping them heading in the right direction. Look at Ross Chastain go.
Shot out of a cannon, and look at that, the 2 and Nick Sanchez. We said watch him, keep your eye on him. Making moves, and the 99, Ben Rhodes right there as well.
Here comes Eckes trying to get to the outside of Ben Rhodes, not able to do it this time.
Come out of turn number 4. White flag is in the air for Ross Chastain. The next flag will end it.
Nick Sanchez is trying to heat Chastain up.
That was full send into the corner for Nick Sanchez.
Look at him. He's gaining on Chastain.
Nick Sanchez has a win in the bag already this year. Ross Chastain's just here for the wins. Part-timer. Hasn't won, though, in the Truck Series since 2022. Can he get it done here? Out of turn 4, Ross Chastain wins at Darlington. What a restart for Ross. Hadn't led all night long, but he leads when it counts most.
White flag going to be out this time around for Justin Allgaier. 1 to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Well, if he's able to bring this thing around here, it's a much-deserved win. Obviously a fast car. A lot of wins taken away from him this year from something happening. This time it's looking pretty good.
They've been incredible all day long. Get out the broom for Justin Allgaier. Sweeps the stages. Going to lead 119 laps and get his first win of 2024. Justin Allgaier wins at Darlington.
Every one of y'all down there deserves every bit of this, boys. Y'all have worked your butts off. And I'm sorry that it's taken all the way to Darlington to get it done for you, but what a day. Eddie, thank you. Pit stop.
In turn number 3, Monster Mile. Hungry for race cars. The last time out is Denise Single waving the white flag. There's Isabella Robusto in the 55 car holding on to that second position. No heat at all for William Sawalich as he works his way through turns 3 and 4 off of the final corner. Looking at the checkered flag, William Sawalich going to go to victory lane here in the Music City. Isabella Robusto going to tie the record for best career finish by a female driver. She's going to come across the line in second position. And Connor Zilich coming home third tonight. White flag, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Well, Brad Keselowski is 4 corners away from getting back into victory lane. He has done a fantastic job. We knew that this was a style of racetrack, and we knew he had a good car yesterday. He qualified well, and that put him in position to do exactly what he's done today.
RFK, they're here. They're back. Both of those cars were a factor, and it's Brad Keselowski. So happy for this guy.
3 years of trying. Since Talladega, April 21, Brad Keselowski wins the Goodyear 400. 36th career win.
Ford's first win, too, by the way.
Well, they have definitely made a whole bunch of ground from where they were 10 weeks ago.
Appreciate it. Hell of an effort today. A lot of drama at the end. Way to get through it, TJ. Appreciate your help. Love to have an American flag down there if you got one.
Down the backstretch, Zilich with a little bit of breathing room over William Sawalich. White flag up here, final time around for Connor Zilich. Stretching out the advantage, your ARCA Menards Series East current points leader looking for win number 2. Connor Zilich gonna get it done here tonight at Flat Rock. Zilich picking up the victory, drifting across the start-finish line.
And he'll get it this time around. White flag for Corey Heim. Lots of lap traffic. But he's got a 3-second advantage.
How about this battle on the right?
Check your watch. It's Heim time at North Wilkesboro. 3rd win of the year for Corey Heim.
Great job by Lane Riggs. He needed that finish. Grant Enfinger with his new team performing at that level. He was fast at the end.
Hey, welcome back to the NASCAR Canada Series on TSN, and we are set for NASCAR overtime. Marc-Antoine Cameron and LP Dumoulin on the front rows that'll lead them into the Pinty's restart zone.
All of these drivers had the opportunity to cool down their general tires, so I'm not sure if fresh tires do much for anyone now. They've all been used up. It's going to be whoever can get up on the wheel and turn 2 excellent laps here at CTMP.
Remember, the AER number 87 of Sam Fellows doesn't have any fresh tires, and he's still holding strong inside the top 5 as we ride on board with Stephen Cote.
Gary Clute picked up 2nd spot on that restart. Aggressive move puts Clute right behind the 96 of Cameron.
But as they passed, it was a gap that opened at the front of the field. Marc-Antoine Cameron stretched a bit of a distance on now the 59 of Gary Clute. Clute tries to gain it all back in turn number 5.
Clute has been faster all day long from turn 1 to turn 5. Cameron, Dumoulin, Kevin Lacroix were all faster from turn 5 back to turn 1, where horsepower plays a big role.
See that flex from Andrew Ranger as he moved around the 42 of Ryan Clute down the Andretti straightaway.
Clute tries to sail it down into turn number 8, but about 10-12 car lengths between the top 2 as Cameron is going to see the white flag in the air when he crosses the stripe.
Gary Clute trying to fill the mirror of the number 96 of Marc-Antoine Cameron, but you're not going to rattle the 2022 NASCAR Series champion. Marc-Antoine Cameron leads through turn number 1 for the final time.
Clute using all the racetrack plus some of the runoff. We ride on board with LP Dumoulin down through turn number 2.
Don't count out this driver. Sometimes 3rd place is the best place to be depending on what happens in turn number 10. That's where we will be watching a good opportunity, but turn number 5 will be an equally good one.
Clute has to get to Cameron in turn number 5. He's got to rattle his cage, do something to take away the horsepower advantage.
Alex LeBay has caught the 87 of Sam Fellows. A battle for 4th spot as Cameron tidy through turn number 5, and he'll take away the run that the 59 might have had.
About 3 car lengths the gap between Cameron and Clute.
Watch as Clute tries to sniff the draft.
5 car lengths, 6 car lengths, the gap widening down the backstretch for Cameron.
We're watching in through turn number 8. Can Clute close the door? You see a quick downshift from the number 96 of Marc-Antoine Cameron. In through turn number 9. They're all crossways at the front of the field.
Cameron through 9. He's just got to get to 10. Clute gonna try one last time, but he couldn't get there. Marc-Antoine Cameron gonna take the Asa Abloy eccentric 200.
Clute had to play defense and block on the 47 of LP Dumoulin for 2nd spot, but the 59 will come home. The runner-up, Dumoulin, will settle for 3rd.
Green-white checker, overtime finish. 2 laps in the first attempt at overtime to settle it here at Riverhead Raceway. They're stacked up and ready for the restart. Rolling to the inside lane. Ron Silk is going, but Austin Beers keeps the wheel to the outside in turn 2.
Great run by Beers down the back straightaway. He gets to the outside of Ronnie Silk.
White flag will be out, this time by. The race will be official. Silk to the bottom. Beers side by side on the top side. Can he keep the nose alongside and challenge for the win? He'll drop in line behind. Beers with a tap to the bumper. Silk up the racetrack, but the checkered flag is out. And for the third time this season, Ron Silk has won on the Whelen Modified Tour.
He's giving it everything he has. Josh Berry there in third. He's all the way up against the rubber in that top groove, trying to find something to make some time.
Final lap. Ty Gibbs headed for the checkers. The race is for second.
Dominant fashion, dominant performance by Ty Gibbs. Might be able to make some noise tonight in this all-star race.
Ty Gibbs leads every lap and wins the Open. Bubba Wallace, by 3 car lengths, holds off Josh Berry to transfer into tonight's all-star event. White flag, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Denny Hamlin still 0.6 of a second behind, right where he's been for the last 4 to 5 laps. Close, but no closer. Joey Logano has won the 40th annual NASCAR All-Star Race and $1 million. Denny Hamlin second. Chris Buescher by 9/100ths of a second over Kyle Larson for third and Ryan Blaney fifth.
White flag is in the air. 1 more lap to go for Tanner Gray. Last race just 3 weeks ago, dominated the race, only to be set up for heartbreak at the end.
He pulls this off, he earned it, Jamie. Old tires with the fastest car of the race right behind you on fresh stickers. If you pull this off, it's a big deal.
Well, and not to mention, we talked about the flat right rear tire. Had to come down pit road, took care of it, didn't damage his car at all. They were able to change out the tire. He came back in. As they come around, Tanner Gray gets it done for the first time in his career. Oh, that's got to feel good.
Matt Ross said that was the right call. That was the right call to stay out.
The relief right there.
Well, when you got Jason Ratcliffe beside you on the box, you're really hoping you make the right call.
And I'm sure they probably talked about it before.
White flag going to go in the air this time. 1 more time around for Nick Sanchez. A 4/10 of a second advantage over Corey Heim.
Heim decides to try to run the fence, gets the momentum off turn 2.
Had to try something.
Stuart Friesen looking on from third spot.
Started the season with a win at Daytona. Tonight it's career win number 2. Nick Sanchez is the man at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Never count that. Never count that Bono's team out.
They're going to take the white flag, sponsored by Credit One Bank. This one's not over yet, boys and girls. It's going to be close. It's all going to be about turns 1 and 2. If the 9's able to get a good run here, it might be something. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough. What a good battle all the way through. The 17, Chase Elliott, proven why he's a NASCAR champion in the Cup Series. Comes back after quite some time not being in an Xfinity car. Comes off turn 4. Great strategy, great teamwork. He takes the checker flag at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yeah, what a day. Great job by Chase. Great strategy. Get those guys in the race, contention, and to win the race. But also what a job of Brandon Jones. Up and down day for them. A lot of time on pit road and a great charge at the end for him.
The Hunt Brothers Pizza onboard camera with Joey Logano. This car was terrible to start with, and now we see a caution.
I see a helicopter coming. There's Larson. It's a caution for weather, guys.
Well, it's not for that helicopter. Welcome back to Charlotte Motor Speedway, where the track drying efforts, well, they're trying, but goodness, we had rain sideways. We had thunder and lightning earlier, and then that storm system moved through. However, What remained was really heavy humidity. NASCAR's had jet dryers. They've had their track drying system, the Air Titans, out there, and have made little progress. So what we're looking at is the possibility of it taking well into the early morning hours to get this track dry, get rid of the standing water, and make it raceable again. So the Coca-Cola 600 is official. Christopher Bell is the winner, his 8th career win.
We'll be looking at Joe Contreras waving the white flag one more time around for William Sawalich here at Portland. 1 lap away from victory. We'll follow him around. Sawalich into the festival chicanes. Turns 1, 2, and 3. Cleanly through the chicane. Now down into turn 4. We've seen a lot of action down here into turn 4 this afternoon. Sawalich clean through 4 and turn 5. Now into turn 6. Continuing to build on that advantage. As he races his way into the tight turn 7. 8 down the backstretch. William Sawalich, no pressure from behind. He's going to have a car to deal with here down into turn 10. He's going to clear that race car into turn 10. 11 and now into turn 12. William Sawalich took the lead right before the midway point, and he is going to drive it down into victory lane. William Sawalich off the final corner, and he will pick up the win here in the Portland 112. William Sawalich, your winner here in Portland. Brandon Jones coming home in 2nd, and how about that impressive run today for Isabella Robusto coming home in 3rd.
White flag is in the air for Corey Heim. 1 lap to go. These race fans, these race teams waited out a 2.5-hour delay for rain in and out. Finally got the track dry, fired him up, and it's been a day for Corey Heim. Ty Majeski was strong early, leading 43 laps. Corey Heim leading now what will be his 65th lap. 1 corner to go. Corey Heim, 3 wins in the bag. 1 win here, and he gets it done. Corey Heim wins it at St. Louis. And he also picks up that bonus cash, winning race number 2 of the Triple Truck Challenge.
They'll see the white flag this time. 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Shane Van Gisbergen in the lead and trying to finish it off here in Portland.
And he got off at turn 12 really well, but you see Allgaier sails it down into turn 1, closes right up to the rear bumper. He's loose off of turn 2 though, and not going to get the drive that he needs on the exit.
What a day it's been for SVG.
Which part of it, Adam? Off the track, on the track?
Qualifies up front, but has been banged up throughout the afternoon, sent in multiple directions, time off the track, but stayed in the game, the late rally, the awesome restart, and now just a half a lap away from his first career victory in an Xfinity car.
Well, he had to work for this one. We think back to Coda when he's leading on the last lap and it gets taken away. He shows up at the Chicago Street Course in the Cup Series, thinks, hey, this might be easy, but now in the Xfinity Series, he's had to fight for it.
Truex is off track. Down the back straightaway, turns 10, 11, and 12 for Shane Van Gisbergen. Supercar champion, comes to the States. Trevor talked about his hot start, winning for the first time ever in a Cup car at Chicago. Today, the 13th time he's driven an Xfinity car, and he's going to get it done. Career win number 1 for Shane Van Gisbergen comes in Portland, Oregon.
Right on the rear bumper of Andrew Ranger is Kevin Lacroix in that Napa 74. Ranger has Maxime Gauvreau, his first ever NASCAR Canada start. That young man has done an amazing job today.
Quarter mile left here at Autodrome Chaudière, and a little bit of a a nudge. Not enough to loosen up the 27. In through 3 and 4 for the final time. Ranger will stick it down low all the way to the checkered flag. His first in 2024.
A popular win for this crowd as they're waving their arms in the air. Cameron third, LP Dumoulin fourth. Donald Teege rounds out the top 5, and Andrew Ranger with his hand in the air.
2 laps to go for Matt Hirschman, as he's got that 60 car on rails. He qualified on the pole position tonight on the redraw. He spun 8. He had to go back to the 8th spot. 1 lap to go in traditional Matt Hirschman style. He is headed for his 2nd consecutive win here at SeaCon.
No question about it. He'll be one of 2 drivers to win twice in a Whelen Modified Tour event. The JR Precast event is into the record books, and Matt Hirschman will take down the victory. Austin Beers will finish in 2nd. Ronnie Silk on the podium for 3rd. Great run for Steven Kopsik for 4th. And Justin Bonsignor to round out the top 5.
Bring it home, driver.
Cindric isn't far behind him. You can see him in the shot. There he is.
Yeah, the 99 car has gone back around Ryan Blaney.
Got his lap
Whoa,
wrong.
Blaney's out of gas. Something's wrong.
White flag, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank, and we've got a new leader.
I think he's out of gas. I think he is too. An official race too. White flag, no caution. Austin Cindric. Oh my gosh, what is happening?
That's why Suarez was able to get around Blaney. Something stumbled on the number 12.
How about this?
Austin Cindric rolls into turn number 3 after starting from the outside pole with only 1 top 10 finish this entire season, and he is going to the playoffs. Austin Cindric wins in St. Louis.
Punch the ticket, Austin Cindric. How about that? What a heartbreaker, Ryan Blaney.
You just never know if these races are over until the checkered flag falls. What a heartbreak for
Larry, what could have happened to the 12?
Yeah, Mike, I mean, I'm scrambling because he pitted with 64 laps to go. The fuel window was north of 70, but all of our numbers are always based. Did they get him completely full?
He is coasting to the start-finish line as almost all the lead lap cars are going by him. Here's audio from Ryan Blaney as he crosses the line.
About a gas! I can't believe we had a gas, man.
Oh, he's going to end up 24th. 24th.
Last car on the lead lap. What a heartbreaker.
Think back to those pit stops. Think back to those pit stops and how far ahead he came out of Austin Cindric.
I don't know that they took it all on purpose, trying to get the track position.
That's right.
Back to the restart zone, the restart line, the green flag back in the air. Let's see what happens as we climb the hill. Sam Mayer with the advantage. Tyler Reif facing some heat from Sean Hingorani. Reif going to hold on to second. Here comes Jack Wood to the inside of Sean Hingorani. Mayer's going to jump out to the lead. Tyler Reif going to hold on to second. Battle on for third as we've got a car sideways behind him. Top 10 are clear. Down through turn 4 and into turn 7. Jack Wood going to give up that spot to William Sawalich. Sawalich on the charge. How far can he go? Noah Gragson, the car that got turned around, he's pointed back in the right direction, but right now it's all Sam Mayer. That's the gap. He's got over Tyler Reif in second. Reif is going to have one last-ditch shot down into the hairpin. Mayer cleanly into turn 11 and now into turn 12. He's going to come off the corner looking at the checkered flag. Sam Mayer going to go back to victory lane. Mayer picking up the win here at Sonoma.
Flag is out, 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Shane Van Gisbergen, 2.2 seconds in front of second place Sheldon Creed. It hasn't been easy. Hasn't been easy. He's been as smooth as a nice glass of Chardonnay. And
that's for sure. You know, in the first half of the race, I thought he was going to just go through the field, right? And in the second half, for whatever reason, I don't know if the competition got better or he got worse or whatever that may be, but competition catch up on him, and they made him work for this one.
Out of turn 4, down to turn 7 for the final time. Can manage the S's and not have to worry about the drivers behind him.
I want to see if he drifts the racetrack again. That burnout last week was absolutely incredible.
Unbelievable, wasn't it?
We make sure we catch that.
SVG on his way to the wine country trifecta. Fastest yesterday in practice, wins his first career pole today, and set to capture the checkered flag. 97 in turn 11. He is impressive. 35 years old from New Zealand. Back-to-back victories for Shane Van Gisbergen.
Great job, man. Great job. Very happy for Shane.
Great job, man. Great job, team. A lot of adversity. Found a way to get it done for us, buddies. Awesome job, guys.
No, here he goes. He's
one lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. And Kyle Larson drove through the field and back to the front after that final pit stop at lap 81.
Keep an eye on Martin Truex. He's give up another second there. I don't know what's going on there, if he's getting tight on fuel or what, but I think he's given up on the race for the lead. Now we're just managing second place.
Michael McDowell 2.5 behind Truex. Jamie?
Well, Truex's crew chief, James Small, right when they came across the finish line, said hit that fuel switch now. So it's certainly a concern.
Well, Chastain and Busch got together.
Oh my God.
Imagine that.
For fifth.
He's going to fall all the way back to at least 11th.
The hits just keep coming for Kyle Busch and everybody on that 8 car. That's going to be unfortunate. Had a top 5 going.
That's a tough one. Last lap.
That is a tough one.
Last corner for Elk Grove, California's Kyle Larson. The 31-year-old is going to power off turn 11. Take this little kink here to the checkered flag. And Kyle Larson scores his 26th career win. 3rd of the season. Hendrick Motorsports, Chevrolet.
Hold on, Truex is out of gas.
Way to execute. Way to be there all day. Good job.
Truex is out of gas, guys. He didn't make it back around. McDowell's going to be second. Buscher, he's still not around. He's right there at the start-finish line, 100 yards before it, out of gas. He's not going to finish. Wow. I thought something happened, and then when Jamie said that they told him with the new rules and that flipped the switch, that doesn't get you a lap like it used to.
Caution flag now waves. And he is on the starter motor trying to crank it across, I believe.
Well, it gets worse for Kyle Busch. He's run out of gas and just now crossed the finish line. He fell all the way back to 17th place. Heartbreak for Martin Truex Jr. Did such a great job. He's going to finish second, didn't make it around. Kyle Busch as well. McDowell, fantastic race. Chris Buescher, another good run.
This race has had it all.
Oh my goodness.
I'm exhausted.
I am too.
And kind of like Ryan Blaney last week, running out of gas with 1 to go and ending up the last car on the lead lap. Here is Truex trying to nurse it across. We mentioned last week the race where Rick Mast and Harry Ant got help on the last lap at Talladega. You're not allowed to have another driver push you or aid you on the final lap of the race.
He's running a starter to get it across the finish line. He's got it in gear and running a starter.
As long as that battery lasts. He might make it, and if he does, he'll be credited with a lead lap finish. Safety trucks hanging back behind Martin Truex, who could walk across the line faster than that car is rolling right now.
Hey, fastest car that I saw this weekend just won the race, Kevin. After all the stuff that happened, they played their cards right. They had the fastest car in race trim. that made it happen today.
Big cheer from the crowd at start-finish as Martin Truex coaxes, wills that car to the start-finish line.
Little bit of wheel spin there by the 18 cars. Perez ducks low, but he's still inside of Zilish. Is that of Sawalich in one for the battle for the lead?
You see Zilish gave him plenty of room. He didn't want any contact. Great corner by Zilish.
Sawalich has been much better on this end of the racetrack, and again, he draws closer to the back bumper of Zilish. Off 4, 2 to go.
I think if he can get close enough to his bumper, there will be contact.
Sawalich again holding a tighter line in the corner. Turns 3 and 4 is where the 18 has been just a little bit better in this last duration of the race. Sawalich tries to set up high. Here comes Connor Zilish to the white flag. 1 lap to go from Iowa.
I'm not sure Sawalich is going to be close enough.
Zilish trying to hold a pretty wheel off 2 as he has been able to gap Sawalich marginally down the backstretch for the final time. For the second year in a row, Pinnacle Racing Group is going to go to victory lane at Iowa. Tonight, Connor Zilish wins his second ARCA Menards Series race. Zilish takes the Atlas 150.
It's overtime, presented by Credit One Bank. Sam Mayer on the outside. Riley Herbst on the inside. Sliding up the racetrack is Creed. Mayer is going to clear Herbst as they come out of 2. Does Heim have enough time? Coming to the white flag. One more time around. Sam Mayer in the middle of the track. Riley Herbst. One final try as they come through 3 and 4. Out of 4, Sam Mayer is going to win in Iowa.
Nice work. Nice job, fellas. Oh, we won, baby! Wow, thank you guys so much. Unbelievable. Thank you guys. You guys are the best.
And a little bump there, and the left rear is now flat. And that came from Riley Herbst.
The 98 just cut my left rear.
The reigning Cup Series champion will now see the white flag. It's 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. The 30-year-old from High Point, North Carolina, has been winless in 2024. He's shown speed, he's shown dominance at other racetracks. And now he's showing that he can get to victory lane at Iowa Speedway. He's the first Cup winner. Ryan Blaney wins in Iowa.
Awesome, man. Awesome job, guys. Way to stick with it all night, man. Great bounce back from Gateway. Super proud of everybody, man. Congratulations. Here's to many more, fellas. Thank you.
They are posting the 28 Connor Mozak for jumping the restart.
Such a fine line here in the ARCA Menards Series. Actually a tougher and stricter rule that we see in the Cup Series, that the second place car cannot beat the leader to the line. And that's such a tough line to walk because you want to have a good restart and you're milliseconds away from either jumping it or having a terrible restart. Pass-through penalty for this 28 though. It's going to cost him this race win.
Connor Mozak battling to the very end. 2 laps to go. They will tell him he must come down pit lane to serve his penalty for jumping the restart. That will give the lead to William Sawalich in the 18.
Yeah, the angle we had looked almost like a dead heat to that line, but obviously the ARC officials have reviewed that, and they felt like that Mozak got to the line before Brent Cruz.
They don't have time to dispute it. Right here is pit road, and he's going to have to hit it. We're coming to 1 to go and not have time to pit after this. So we're going to see him turn off and go to pit road here, or else he'll have a 30-second penalty added on to the end of this race.
Yeah,
he skipped it. He did not go to pit road.
Yeah, I was going to say that he knows if he stops and has a 30-second penalty, he's going to finish outside the top 10. So why not
going to take the checker flag anyways?
Take the checker flag, and then we can argue about it later. More than likely, they'll take it away from me. Let's take another look now. Watch for that line.
There's right there.
And I don't know, Phil. Yeah. I don't know if he got there first.
That's a tough call to make right there.
Meanwhile, it's the final lap of this ARCA Menards Series race from Mid-Ohio. Connor Mozak is shown as the leader. He did not pit to serve his penalty. William Sawalich, Brent Cruz behind him, Gio Ruggiero, Thomas Annunziata back in 5th, and Marco Andretti in 6th.
Jamie, this might be a first for you. How do you call this checker flag at the end?
That's a good question. We're going to see what happens. They're going to fly it. We'll see the 28 cross, but he will not be the race winner.
I don't think they're not going to give him the checker flag when he gets there. He will still be shown the white flag, and the 18 will get. If the 18 holds on to the lead over Brent Cruz, then he will get the checker flag.
Oh, heartbreak! I just can't imagine.
And Brent Cruz is pushing for all he has. He knows that's the race win. Just a couple feet in front of him there with the 18 car of William Sawalich. What a hard fight for him.
Under the checkered flag. Wild turn of events. You're looking at the race leader, technically, the 18 of William Sawalich. There is the checkered flag. You saw the black flag for Connor Mozak. He will be penalized. The 18 is your winner. Brent Cruz brings it home 2nd. Gio Ruggiero in 3rd. What a turn of events at the end of that race.
Into turn 3, they'll see the white flag, this time by Justin Bonsignore in command. Kyle rides 2nd. 3rd, you've got the Emmerling #1 and Chase Dowling in 4th. White flag is out in New Hampshire.
Last chance to make a move, and one of those doing that is the 44 of Dowling as he dives to the inside trying to get to the 3rd spot.
One more opportunity. Can Kyle Bonsignore set up Justin? Justin is away with a 3-car length advantage down the back straightaway for the final time.
Yeah, since that last restart, he's been able to drive away, and he's in a comfortable spot right now as they race through 3 and 4.
Off turn number 4, Justin Bonsignore looking for the checkered flag for the 2nd year in a row. Justin Bonsignore wins in New Hampshire. Kyle Bonsignore, great run for him, comes across in 2nd. Chase Dowling in the Tinio 44 will finish 3rd. Patrick Emmerling and Sammy Ramu rounding out the top 5. Tommy Catalano rallying back after the troubles he had. Eric Goodale, Jake Johnson, Austin Beers, and Ron Silk, your top 10.
Again, Cole Custer, the control car. He's on the outside. It's overtime. Presented by Credit One Bank. Bell on the inside. Allgaier and Creed making up row 2. Great launch for the 00 of Cole Custer. Here comes Creed on the outside.
Now can Creed get clear of the 20? He does. Single file in 2nd. That will give him options down here in 3 and 4. 1 car length behind the leader.
Get a reminder, if the leader gets to the white flag, the next flag determines the end of the race. Right on the back bumper of Cole Custer. Here comes the 18.
Inside.
1 more to go. 3 wide for the lead. Bell on the inside. Creed on the outside. Custer fighting back. Down the backstretch for the final time. And C. Bell pulling away. Creed running 2nd. Custer is 3rd. He's done it. Christopher Bell, 4 straight wins in the Xfinity Series and New Hampshire.
Way to do it, Tim. My man, way to go. Good work, guys. Sorry I made that a little bit harder than it probably could have been, but good job.
White flag out this time. 1 more lap to go for your race leader, Andrew Ranger. He looks in the mirror, takes a look back. He can barely see the blue Napa nose of Kevin Lacroix down the back straightaway for the final time. dives his way through 3 and 4. He'll make it 2 in a row in 2024. Andrew Ranger wins on the rock.
Celebration over the radio. Kevin Lacroix comes home second. Marc-Antoine Cameron gonna hang on to third, barely over Donald Teach and LP Dumoulin.
Jason Hathaway gonna come home in 6th, but celebrations have started.
You are the man, my friend.
It's overtime, presented by Credit One Bank. 2 laps to go in the USA Today 301 from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Bell, a great launch. He's got 2 car lengths, now 3 in front of Josh Berry.
Yeah, Berry just couldn't get the power down. Briscoe got to his left side. SHR teammates side by side for second. That's going to allow Bell to kind of use every bit of the racetrack he wants or needs.
Berry fighting on the outside. Bell's going to get the white flag. One more time around.
Next flag will end it, so even if a caution comes out, this will be the final chance at it. Christopher Bell won yesterday in the Xfinity Series race, Rick. He looked good in the dry. He's looked good in the wet. Christopher Bell, still the man to beat in New Hampshire.
Get out the broom. The fight for second continues between Stewart-Haas drivers. A little contact made there, but it's going to be Bell who sweeps the weekend. Christopher Bell, what a day he has done. Bell wins in New Hampshire.
How about that, boys? Loud sweep 2024. Only one man can do the double. That's you, buddy. Great job.
19 of Christian Eckes will see the white flag next time by. There it is, 1 lap to go for Christian Eckes, who's hoping to hang on and say he led every single lap. On stage 1, stage 2. Had a smile on his face earlier, knew we had something great with this race truck. What a streak he has been on. This 19 team, Charles Denike, the crew chief, doing everything right at Nashville. Checker flag is in the air. Christian Eckes gets it done for the 3rd time of 2024.
Thomas DeVoe is earning his stripes right now. Contact down the backstretch.
That 39 car was clean until now. Big contact as he pushes the 24 up the track. They rub down the front straightaway. White flag is up.
Kevin Lacroix all by himself down the backstretch. The battle is on for this 3rd spot.
Oh, and is it ever a battle through 3 and 4 for the final time. The win, first of the year, goes to the 74 of Kevin Lacroix. Hathaway will follow him through, and Gannett comes home for the final podium spot.
Thomas Neveu with a career best 4th place finish. LeBay rounds out the top 5. When we come back, it's Everham victory lane.
Said it. John Hunter has over a second lead, but they're 3 wide in front of him.
1 lap to go.
Wants to see.
Presented by Credit One Bank. And this really is going to end up being a team win if he can manage this for another half lap.
He's far here. He ain't going to get to you. Just run anywhere, Mark.
Remember, the cars he was fighting against, Cole Custer, Ty Gibbs, all those drivers were so good, but Pit Road got that 20 out in a great spot. And now John Hunter Nemechek is going to win the guitar at Nashville.
Oh, yeah, boys. Good job. Good job, guys. Nice job. Welcome back, driver. Great work.
Comes William Sawalich. He's coming up to the white flag. Battle for 4th is going to go right down to the wire between Wright and Perez. 1 lap to go. Perez, the point leader, trying to get up to 4th in the final few corners, but William Sawalich has been the dominant car all night long. It's going to be back-to-back wins in the ARCA Menards Series for William Sawalich. 2nd year in a row, he claims Berlin Raceway. And for 4th, Perez with a last-ditch effort to try to get by Chris Wright at the line, but it's not going to happen. Wright hangs on to 4th behind LeVar Scott with a career best effort in 2nd, and Sean Hignerani 3rd. But by far the dominant car and driver, William Sawalich, 194 laps led en route to his 3rd win of the season and 7th of his career.
Hathaway hoping for one wiggle out of the 74 machine, but that car has been so perfect all day long. He's led the most laps. He started near the front, and now he works his way through 3 and 4 and make it 2 wins in a row now for the 74 team. Kevin Lacroix here at Riverside International Speedway.
Wow. What a battle. That is phenomenal short track racing between Kevin Lacroix and Jason Hathaway.
Back in the gas they go. Both get away clean.
Great restart for Logano. Now it's about hitting your marks. You don't have to defend. Just make lap time.
And do you have enough fuel? Tyler Reddick making the move on the high side all the way up to 4th. Down the backstretch, here comes Briscoe. Logano on the bottom. Briscoe drifting back. Here comes Reddick.
He is flying. He is going to get to the 22.
1 to go. White flag in the air. Next flag ends the race. Reddick to the high side. Logano drifts up. Logano looking for a win in 2024. Reddick, one more chance. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. He goes up the racetrack. Logano goes up to block. Off turn 4. Logano is going to win in Nashville.
We're out of gas. We did it. Yeah! Yeah!
Who's it going to be here at Irwindale Speedway? Can Sean Hignerani, the defending ARCA Menards Series West champion, hold off this furious charge by Isabella Robusto? White flag in the air. Final time through turns 1 and 2. She's going to have one more shot at it down in turns 3 and 4. Don't know that she's going to be able to get close enough. Hignerani to the top side. Works his way through turns 3 and 4. Sean Hignerani able to hold off Isabella Robusto. He's going to pick up the win here at Irwindale. Jake Finch across the line. He will finish 3rd to give Venerini Motorsports a sweep of the top 3. Trevor Huddleston and Tyler Reif rounding out the top 5.
Now, 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank, and pulling away is Shane Van Gisbergen.
He is pulled away by a second plus, 1.2 seconds over Ty Gibbs. They just cleared 1. Here comes the right-hander. That's turn 2. Back onto Lakeshore Drive is Shane Van Gisbergen.
The best car today has found his way back to the front when it counts, but it's not over yet. Tough section of racetrack here. He'll go through turn number 3. No pressure from behind. He continues to leg it out over Ty Gibbs and Kyle Larson in that second spot. SVG through 4, out of 5, and onto Columbus Drive for the last time.
Unless that car breaks, turn out the lights, the party's over. Shane Van Gisbergen is about to win his 3rd consecutive race here in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. For the final time, under braking into 6, he'll hang the left-hander onto the short straightaway, over the train tracks and down the hill into turn 7.
Everybody brought their best today to try to take it to Shane, but he is ready for the action. He likes the fight. He enjoys the aggressiveness. No one could get him to get out of who he is. No one was able to make him make the big enough mistake. This guy is a world-class racer, and he's making everybody in NASCAR better.
He was a favorite coming in, and it's very difficult to be able to perform with that much pressure. But I'm guessing that Auckland, New Zealand is his favorite city, but number 2 on the list has to be Chicago. Shane Van Gisbergen is going to do it again. He wins in Chicago.
Great job, everyone. That is awesome. Oh, man. Thank you, guys.
Back to green, 2 laps to settle it here in overtime. Can Tyler Reif steal the win here? Or will it be Jack Wood? Look at Jack Wood in the 16 with an impressive restart. Jack Wood going to take second down the backstretch. Coming to the white flag this time around. Final lap here at Irwindale for Sean Hingorani. Looking for a weekend sweep in the number 15. Battle on for second. Tyler Reif has it. Caution flag coming out. Caution is out. Well, we're going to put that one on the guy calling the race. Checkered flag is out for Sean Hingorani. He's going to go to victory lane second time this weekend. Sean Hingorani with the weekend sweep here at Irwindale.
He's got one more time around when he comes by this time. Alex Bowman's going to see the white flag. One lap to go, presented by Greta One Bank. Is there enough time? Reddick is the faster car. He is catching Alex Bowman.
And Tyler Reddick's sails are in the wind. He'll cut the left. He's got time to do it. Question is, does he have enough time? 1.7 seconds behind the race leader. Tyler Reddick trying to shut down the separation and trying to score the win today in Chicago.
And that gap is shrinking. You can see it visually. Reddick is starting to close. Bowman has been strong down here through 3, 4, and 5, but it's drying out in turn 4. That plays to the advantage of that car, Tyler Reddick. Bowman through 4 out of 5. Here comes Tyler Reddick. He hits the wall. That may be all the gap Bowman needs. He's in the wall as they work to 6.
Tyler Reddick gave it all he had coming through turns 4 and 5. He's given up too many car lengths now to be a factor as Alex Bowman, for the final time through turn number 6, drives away. Tyler Reddick came so close, but he did regroup the car, but now he's 3.6 seconds behind.
Reddick had about 20 lap newer tires on his race car, running Bowman down and simply made a mistake. Got into the wall, and that's allowing Alex Bowman to drive away.
Alex Bowman making his way through Congress Plaza for the final time. He works through turn 10, now 11, up over the railroad tracks and into 12. Alex Bowman has never won on a road course, and now he is going to conquer the streets of Chicago. Alex Bowman has won at Chicago.
Hell yeah, buddy! That's what I'm talking about. Hell of a job, brother.
The white flag is out. Chase Briscoe all out in front by himself with Ken Schrader in tow in the second spot.
Steve Cote doing a great job from the back of the field in that 29, running in third for the final time through 3 and 4. It'll be Chase Briscoe taking the win, followed by Schrader, Cote, Stiers, Lacroix, and Thomas Neveu. Down into 3 and 4, Ranger still protecting the bottom of the racetrack. This is where he got loose a couple laps ago. Open the door for Teach again. Teach comes up to the wall, trying to get a run on that 27.
Notice we talked about this in practice. Some of that mud building up on the front grills of these cars. Not going to be a problem. Qualifying needs. Let's see if that plays a factor into the feature a little bit later on as we come to the checkered flag.
Off at turn number 4, the final time. Ranger going to take the heat race win. Teach comes home second, followed by Steckley, Kennington, and Cathcart.
All the way down the back stretch into corner 3 another time. This time will come to the white flag. Daniel Blah trying to close the gap. He's got a fast car here tonight.
He's turning some fast laps right now. Last time by, he's about 3/10 quicker than the race leader. That time, he's 2/10 quicker than the race leader. He's going to run out of time, but it's got to feel good that he's got that much speed in the 31.
Amber Balkan makes the pass on Dumoulin as well. Moves up a spot.
Checkered flag is out. Marc-Antoine Cameron wins heat race number 3. Daniel Bloss second. Trevor Monahan third. Jason Hathaway fourth, followed by Amber Balkan, LP Dumoulin, and Larry Jackson.
Now he's looking at the back end of lap traffic. He has the benefit of a wave blue flag if he needs it. This wave flag is going to be the white one. One more time around the 3. It's a Mobile Oshweekend Speedway.
He'll approach Brian Cathcart in the 98. Brian gives him plenty of room. Now nothing between Cameron and the checkered flag, but turns 3 and 4.
He'll be able to tiptoe his way through the final set of corners. The GForceTV number 96 of Marc-Antoine Cameron will visit the Everham victory lane for the second time here in 2024. Ranger comes home second. Ken Schrader, another podium in the 52. And we'll be back to talk with your race winner.
On the backstretch, he is going to get to the start-finish line.
White flag is in the air. Next flag will end the race, whether it's caution or a checkered. Hot pursuit behind him. Christian Eckes takes a peek to the inside. Can he get around Grant Enfinger and take over that second spot?
Doesn't have anything to lose. He's got enough of a gap there if he gets to the inside of him and stays there. The truck of Taylor Gray's not going to get there.
He's going to dip back in behind to try to get a little bit of draft off this 9 of Enfinger.
Corey Heim was leading on the final lap of this race last year. He was passed in turn 2 by Kyle Busch and finished second. Had a little bit of redemption, brought back a brand new race truck, looking for his first win at Pocono. Grant Enfinger behind him by 8/10. Corey Heim in the 11 truck. They have been lights out all season long. And he does it. Checker flag in the air. Corey Heim gets it done for the 5th time in 2024.
White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank.
And with all the yellows, we believe the 7 has enough fuel. But just remember, he's very close. We'll see if he can get it back.
Cole Custer's year has been an impressive one that has just been lacking in wins. He leads the points in the Xfinity Series, but has not been able to lock himself into the playoffs because he hasn't been to victory lane yet. Into turn 3, a big advantage over the 7. Cole Custer, the reigning Xfinity Series champion, comes onto the straightaway. And Custer is going to win at Pocono.
Woo! Race over, guys. Thank you guys so much. That was unbelievable race car. That was, you guys did a great job. JT, everybody at the shop. I know you guys have been working really hard. It's been frustrating, but you guys brought a piece today.
You almost want to turn the radio off because you don't want to hear caution, right? You're going to be safe here in just a
one more,
few hundred feet.
1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank.
All right, now, no mistakes. As a driver, that's what you focus on. It's not about lap time. It's about not doing anything silly.
Fiance Gianna, and you can tell she's nervous. Deep breaths there as she watches down Long Pond straightaway for Ryan Blaney. Marty mentioned it. 11 career wins for Blaney.
Get home, split the straight.
And through 3 for the final time. The driver of the 12 looking for win number 12. It's going to be the second time he'll see the checkered flag here at Pocono. Ryan Blaney wins again in 2024.
Fantastic work. Good job, Timmy. Good job, man. Hell yeah, boys. Let's go.
2 laps to finish it at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Zilish, Sawalich on the front row.
Great jump by the 28.
Huge jump. Zilish gets away. The battle for second is now on. Look at Perez coming through.
What a great start by Zilish. Battle Chris Wright in the 15, battling Ruggiero in the 20 for 5th.
White flag this time around. 1 more for Connor Zilish.
How about Perez now grabbing the 2nd spot?
That's not over yet. Sawalich is there. How about Connor Zilish? 3 starts this year. It's going to be 3 victories. Connor Zilish going to win it at Indianapolis Raceway Park.
Big win. Once he got that jump, it didn't matter which lane he was in. He was clear by the start-finish line.
What a great restart by the 28 of Zilisch. Well-deserved win.
White flag is out. One more lap for the leader.
What a show.
The playoffs just around the corner. And the 98 is coming to life. Ty Majeski gets his first win of the year here at Indianapolis Raceway Park.
And the gap is closed to under 0.3 of a second. He's going to get there.
Custer needs to change what he's doing. He needs to turn early, take the air away. Still that big arc. That's actually helping Riley.
What a run we've seen out of Riley Herbst. Down the backstretch, Custer trying to break that draft. As they go into 3. A car link separating these teammates.
Look at that run the 98 gets on corner exit. If he can do that again, he will be on his left rear quarter panel on the exit of 4. Yes, he's there.
Will it make the 0-0 loose? Side by side for the lead. A little contact made as they came out of 4. Here comes the 20 of Almirola. 3 wide for the lead. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. And what a move right there. The 20 of Almirola takes the top spot away.
Riley still has time. Riley is faster than this 20 car. Oh, yeah, he's going to be there. You have to get to his left rear quarter panel. Take the air off of him getting into turn 3 here.
He did it before with the 0-0. What will he do now through 3 and 4? Riley Herbst into 3. He's lower. He gets to the back bumper. Through the short chute. He's going to go for the lead. Through turn 4. He has the advantage. Here comes the 0-0. Onto the front stretch. Riley Herbst is going to win in Indianapolis.
Way to do it. Proud of you. Hell yeah, Riley Herbst. Good job, buddy. Oh, yeah.
All of a sudden, Stokes' car loosens up. He loses some valuable ground. Here comes the checker on the next circuit. Trevor Catalano in search of that prestigious first Whelen Modified Tour victory.
Off turn number 4, Trevor Catalano, the teenager, is going to win at Monadnock Speedway. He's going to pick up his first career Whelen Modified Tour victory at the Duel of the Dog 250, and the entire Catalano family that has been working for this moment right here. They get it at the short track in Winchester.
This could get good. And we're coming up to the white flag lap. There'll be 1 more lap to go and then cross the stripe. There is a lap car just ahead, but it's DJ Kennington who will be well aware that the leaders are coming.
Cameron into 1 and 2. The final time gets a good launch down the backstretch.
Not close enough is Kevin Lacroix. He'll watch the back bumper.
Good job, Mark. Yes, sir, people.
And you can hear the cheer from Marc-Antoine Cameron as he takes the win here in Saskatoon.
Second overtime, it'll be 2 laps. A great launch for Larson. Reddick way back. Here comes Blaney on the outside. Larson easily by Blaney. And you see Blaney wiggling. Does he have enough fuel?
Now can Larson hold off Reddick?
Oh! Spinner on the backstretch, and is he going to make contact? He does with the inside wall. We'll see if he continues to roll. They stay green if that car will continue to roll.
Oh, he's trying to roll.
That's Ryan Preece, and he is trying to roll, but he's got a flat right rear tire. Out of 4, will they see the white flag? Larson in front, Reddick running second. 1 more time around. And the 41 still isn't moving.
I don't see any way NASCAR lets them race by this.
And there's the caution. Larson's going to do it. Larson is going to win the Brickyard 400.
We get back to the line.
Priest started to roll. He couldn't continue. The caution comes out after they had received the white flag. And Kyle Larson gets his 27th career victory. And it comes with another crown jewel win. The Brickyard 400.
Think about the month of May that Kyle Larson had here, trying to run his first Indy 500. The fans here absolutely showed him tons of love. Every time he'd come to pit road, they'd all stand up and cheer.
Brickyard 400, baby, hell yeah!
It didn't work out for him on that day, but it has today.
Good job, guys.
William Sawalich from the drop of the green flag has led. White flag in the air. Final lap, William Sawalich looking to go wire to wire for his 4th win of the season.
One more corner.
Final turn, William Sawalich in the 18 takes home the checkered flag here at Salem here tonight.
What a dominating performance by that 18 team.
Wire to wire for his 4th win of the season for Joe Gibbs Racing. And William Sawalich headed back to victory lane.
Kevin Lacroix will lead him through 3 and 4. He'll see the white flag this time by.
One more time around, he can even afford to make a couple of mistakes here on this last lap, Dave. He has got a huge advantage.
Doesn't want to as he makes his way through 3 and 4. Clean line down low. He'll see the checkered flag. The win in Edmonton goes to the 74 of Kevin Lacroix.
Good job.
Marc-Antoine Cameron, a great rebound to finish second, but Danny Chisholm comes home third. What a run for him.
Awesome job, way to go. Way to go, way to bring it.
Has led the first 149 laps. He's got one more to go to park it down in victory lane. Tyler Reif taking the white flag down the backstretch. No pressure from behind into turns 3 and 4. And for the second time in his ARCA Menards Series West career, Tyler Reif going to go to victory lane. Sean Hingorani across to finish in second. Trevor Huddleston will come home in third, the final car on the lead lap. And how about that, folks?
It'll be 1 to go, though, for the race leader off turn 4. Austin Beers looks in the rearview mirror, and all of a sudden, here is that one car right behind him. Patrick Emmerling is in the mix. Final time around for Austin Beers.
No question about it. Austin Beers looks to make it 2 in a row here at Lancaster. He'll rumble off turn number 4, work his way back to the line. Patrick Emmerling runs at his tire tracks. Austin Beers has done it. Back-to-back victories here at Lancaster. He will go into the record books as the big winner for the second time in a car prepared by Ron Hewhouse and Sly Zabin.
Sawalich trying to come all the way back from 8th. Sawalich to the left rear quarter panel.
3 to go.
3 laps remaining at Elko. Scott trying to hold off Sawalich. Sawalich to the inside. Sawalich for the lead. Door to door. Sawalich and LeVar Scott. 2 laps to go. And William Sawalich back out front.
What a comeback. Here comes LeVar Scott back to the inside. Contact.
Moves him up the track. The 6 and the 18. 1 lap to go at Elko.
There's going to be more contact right here.
Scott on the inside. Sawalich on the outside. Bumping and banging down the backstretch. Off the turn. Sawalich sideways. 3 wide. 3 sideways at the line.
Unbelievable. Our scoring monitor showing Sawalich by 1/100th of a second, but they all 3 were sideways at the finish line.
Incredible finish here at Elko.
What a finish. Watch this, Brent. Checkered flag waving. All three of these cars sideways across the line. It looks like Sawalich by the 18. We're getting official word that 18 is the winner. Look how close it is. What a finish.
Sawalich, Scott, and Chris Wright. As good as you'll see here in the ARCA Menards Series.
They're
going to go 3 wide. Sees the white flag right there. They're still beating and banging off each other back there for third.
Jeske wanted to see that white flag. He's looking at his mirror and thinking all those craziness going on. No more cautions, please, as Joe Shear said.
Ty Majeski just dominated this race a year ago. Saw the win in sight, only to lose it. As he makes his way around this racetrack, checker flag in the air. Ty Majeski makes it 2 in a row and wins the season finale.
Hell of a job, buddy. Hell of a job. Nice work there, guys. Good recovery. Good day. Good step in the right direction. Big picture here, guys. Go run for a championship. Thank you, guys. You guys are all badass.
To the white flag. This time around, 0.4 of a second was the gap. Here comes Hingorani on the charge. Here is the battle for the win through turn 2. Hingorani trying to close in the gap. Here comes Tyler Reif off of turn 3. For the second consecutive time, Tyler Reif going to take the checkered flag. Tyler Reif wins it here at Tri-City. And here is that battle, 6th and 7th. Casey Klein dipping those left side tires. We've got cars in the dust. Cars spinning down into the inside wall. All kinds of chaos breaking out here on the final lap. All after Tyler Reif crossing the finish line first, picking up his second consecutive ARCA Menards Series West victory.
We're going to give it another shot at NASCAR overtime to finish the Russo Medal 60 here at the Grand Prix de Trois-Rivières as the field lines up. We've already completed 69 laps out of a scheduled 60 here in the Russo Medal 60.
Boy, look at the drivers at the front of this one. We have really shuffled the deck.
And the crews are busy with their calculators on pit lane. Fanny Brulette is the one responsible for fuel mileage on the 96 of Marc-Antoine Cameron. Have they hit that code right?
Well, we're going to find out. They've got to make it around 2 laps. That's without any caution. How about Larry Jackson and Simone Dion-Vienne battling well inside the top 10?
Great run for those drivers. Look, the tire gamble pays off for the Castrol Scotch of DJ Kennington. He's in a dice now for potentially a top 3.
And LP Dumoulin in the 47, he's been on pit roads 3 times at least this race.
Some of these cars look like they've been through a demolition derby. Alex Lebet has got fiberglass flailing everywhere, and he's got Raphael Lessard pressuring him on the back bumper.
Brake ducts just flailing around the front of that 36 machine as Lessard all but pushing him through the turns.
Dumoulin slides underneath the 17 of Kennington, so that's a change of 5th spot as the field comes and collects the white flag. No matter what happens, this race will be official.
Next flag ends this race. Hopefully it is the checkered flag as LeBay trying to hold off Raphael Lessard, but he's got to worry about LP Dumoulin in his rearview mirror.
LeBay's front end looking like one of those inflatable figures at a used car lot, just in the wind as he heads down the back straightaway. The battle we're watching is for 3rd. Dumoulin to the outside of Lessard.
It's a battle of horsepower now, a drag race down the straightaway. Dumoulin looking to the inside, now to the outside as they break into turn number 6.
Lessard doing a little bit of mirror driving there into turn number 6, keeping the WeatherTech 47 at bay. All the while the 96 of Marc-Antoine Cameron extends his lead at the front.
Little further back, you've got Larry Jackson holding off Simone Dion-Vienne just outside of that top 5.
Who is going to make it to the end? Do they have enough fuel? Marc-Antoine Cameron can almost baby it through turn number 10 and 11 now. He'll see the checkered flag waving. Look at the contact deeper in the field. Bodywork flailing on the 7 of Lessard. The win will go to Cameron.
Alex LeVay going to come home second. Look at this battle for third. Contact. Rafael Lessard takes third. LP Dumoulin, at least what's left of his car, finished fourth.
That's how much a podium means to these drivers at the Grand Prix de Trois-Rivières, and that's how much a win means.
Back up through the gears they go, and it doesn't look like a great restart for Dillon. Logano on the outside, they fan out. They're 4 wide, entering turn 1. Logano with a great restart. Logano clears him down the backstretch. Can Dillon fight back? He's had a great car all weekend long. One more time around for Logano. The white flag's in the air.
If Dillon gets to him, there will be contact.
He can't do it in 1 and 2. Logano looks back. He has a car length now. Joey Logano through 3 and 4 for the final time. There's the contact. He does get to him. The 11 on the inside. He gets into the wall. Dillon's going to win it at the line.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
149. The white flag is out. Let's go with Patrick Emerling as he heads down the back straightaway as he'll head into turn number 3. Patrick Emerling, not only will he win, he has led each and every circuit here tonight. Checkered flag is out. It is Patrick Emerling for the win.
Patrick Emerling, for the 5th time in his career, will win the Whelen Modified Tour. Rich Gautreau, the number 1 team at Fleetworks, will get their first Whelen Modified Tour victory as a car owner. And Dale Hedquist, the championship-winning crew chief of a few years ago, returns to victory lane in the Whelen Modified Tour. Patrick Emerling, the winner. It'll be Justin Bonsignore and Craig Lutz on the podium, with John McKennedy and Tommy Catalano riding out the top.
Just not able to do it. I think that's the gap that Connor needed to seal the deal. Coming to the white flag here with the largest gap we've seen in the last 10, 15 laps. Just got to put 4 more short corners together here. And there's 2 of them down.
Yeah. So impressive, though. We've talked about this young man, talked about him at the top of the show, what all he's been able to do. Such a bright future in this sport.
Well, Dale Earnhardt Jr. believes in him, putting him in the 88 Xfinity car full-time next year. Already knows that's ahead of him. Meanwhile, he's here for wins. We talked about the perfect record this season already. 3 races, he's won 3 times. As he comes out of turn 4, checkered flag is in the air. Connor Zilisch, a winner at Michigan. 4 starts, 4 wins.
Unbelievable by this young driver.
A lot of credit goes to that guy right there, too, Shane Huffman, the architect of this team.
Pace car is off. Overtime from Michigan, presented by Credit One Bank. Stacked up the first 4 rows. And a very even restart. Now jumping out of line. The 18, but he jumps back in line.
That destroyed the energy on the outside.
But here comes the 7. Allgaier trying to get by the 8. He stays high and he'll clear him down the backstretch. The 18 stays back there. He's getting a shove from the 20 of Nemechek. Those 3 are going to try to surge ahead. Here comes the 30 on the inside. He'll start to fall back. A big gap now between Allgaier and the rest of the field. White flag one more time around from Michigan. Has Allgaier gotten too far out in front? Creed to the bottom of the racetrack. He still has a little bit of help with Nemechek. Down the backstretch, the field. 2 by 2 for 5th and a big wreck. The 88 gets caught up in Carson Kvapil. The caution comes out, that will end the race. Upside down and over, goes to 28. So Kyle Sieg back on his wheels. And Allgaier will win in Michigan. The winter net is down for Kyle Sieg as you see him taking the steering wheel off and about to climb out. That would have been an interesting battle through 3 and 4 if the caution would not have come out. But let's take another look at why this caution came out.
Yeah, 3 wide down the back straightaway. Like somebody got in the right rear of Quaffle, and that just piled everybody up. Sieg upside down into the wall.
Wow, what a long slide all the way down to the grass and then flipped back over.
1 lap dash to settle things here at Springfield. Green and white are going to come out together. It's a 1-lap shootout. Sawalich, Scott, Robusto, your top 3 to the restart line they come. Robusto looking to the inside for second place in turn 1.
What a great job by Isabella Robusto. Is she going to be able to hold on? LeVar Scott is fighting back on the outside. He's not going to get there. Here comes Taylor Reimer for third.
All the while, Sawalich is loving what's happening behind him as Reimer is going to get 2 females up on the podium potentially if she can make this pass. Scott trying to hang with it on the outside off turn 4. Got a car hard on the wall behind him. That's Christian Rose who pounds the fence. But as they come to the line, checkered flag for William Sawalich, who leads every lap to get the win at Springfield.
We're about to find out as we try overtime for a second time. Byron on the outside, Reddick on the inside. And a big push on that outside line. And now Gibbs, a big shove as the 6 checked up. That pulled a lot of them back. Reddick out in front. Gibbs trying to clear for second. He's not going to be able to get by Byron as they go down the backstretch.
I don't know how he didn't wreck right there when the 6 checked up.
Kyle Busch trying to move up to 4th. Now, William Byron has closed into the back bumper of that 45 as they come up on 1 lap to go in Michigan. One more time around. Reddick out front. Byron, he's going to look to the outside. 3 car lengths separate the top 2 as they go through 2. Slow on the racetrack, the 9 and the 12. They're backing up. Up front. 1 more set of turns. Reddick with a 3 car length advantage now. Pulling away as he comes out of 4. Tyler Reddick is going to win again. This time it's in Michigan.
Hell yeah, Tyler. You are the man. How about that for improving some Michigan stats?
It is overtime. Presented by Credit One Bank. 2 laps from Daytona. Inside line with the advantage. A great push. And they stay close. Allgaier shoving Riley Herbst. Truex swings outside. Gets in front of the 16 of Allmendinger. Once they get the white flag, the next flag ends the race. White flag in the air. One more time around. Truex out front. When does someone make a move? And right there, the 16's going to slide. He got a shove from behind. He's going to go back up the racetrack. He gets into the wall. The caution will come out, and the 20 is out front. Ryan Truex is going to win at Daytona.
You said it, Jeff. You want to be leading at the white flag because that caution can end it. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, we see it so many times. Ryan Truex, what a great job.
Everybody, really, really good job. Thanks for all the hard work on top of the roof there. That was a lot of talking.
Talking about Tyler Green, his spotter for this race. He praised him when we talked to him on the radio during the red flag. This is what happened to the 16.
Watch the 48 car. He gets a big push right here. He goes to turn left. Right there. And there's contact, and around goes Allmendinger.
Oh, and Lacroix is making sure he is running a defensive playbook into turn number 1. Puts that car right in the middle of the track, and he'll come out on the inside of turn number 2, exactly what the driver of the Napa Auto Parts number 74 needs to do.
Cameron all but pushing Kevin Lacroix through turn 1, through turn 2. Here's another opportunity.
Whoa, a little bit of a move to the inside just to take away that run by the 96 of Marc-Antoine Cameron. A hop over the curb by Cameron.
Andrew Ranger loves what he's seeing in his rearview mirror. He is driven away at the lead, leaving Kevin Lacroix to try to fend off Marc-Antoine Cameron for the 2nd spot.
Through this back section for the final time. Ranger now with a significant lead over 2nd and 3rd. This is the battle we're watching. Kevin Lacroix, Marc-Antoine Cameron. There goes Ranger.
Down into turn number 10 for the final time goes Andrew Ranger. Kevin Lacroix is pulled away from Cameron in 2nd.
And Ranger will be able to ease it through the final couple corners. And once again, the man from Roxton Pond, Quebec will be the king of ICAR.
Kevin Lacroix comes home 2nd. Marc-Antoine Cameron with the 3rd spot. Alex Gannett a solid 4th, with Alex LeBay rounding out the top 5.
23-year-old Harrison Burton on the left of your screen, up against the 2-time champion, 63-time winner in Cup Series competition, Kyle Busch. We go into overtime, presented by Credit One Bank. Let's go. Is it going to be somebody with a win already this season, or is it going to be a fresh winner race their way into the playoffs? Kyle Busch leads the way. He has not won since 2023 and is desperate for a win. He's coming off one of his best results of the season last weekend in Michigan, but he's being pushed by Christopher Bell. A little bit of space, a little bit of room. Harrison Burton's not out of it. Cody Ware's not out of it. And Parker Retzlaff is having the moment of his racing life, being at the front of this field. 1 to go here in Daytona.
Nemechek made it 3 wide in that second lane, that second line, and that has killed the momentum.
You've got to go back a long, long way for Kyle Busch. 2008, the last time he won here at Daytona. And now he is tantalizingly close to that victory. But here comes Harrison Burton for the Wood Brothers. He's being pushed by Parker Retzlaff. And the 23-year-old from Huntersville, North Carolina is at the front of this field and may race his way into the playoffs. Busch goes low. Burton blocks. He gets back up. Comes to the line. Jeff, your little boy has done it. Harrison Burton wins in Daytona and does what his uncle and dad did. How about that? At a time when he doesn't have a ride in Cup next year, he wins at the World Center of Racing. What a great night for the Burton family here at Daytona. What do you say, Dad?
Hell, I can't talk.
Nor can your wife. What a magical moment. It's the Wood Brothers' 100th win. It's Harrison Burton's first in Cup. And he's going to the playoffs.
You see the white flag, yeah, 1 to go. And you can see on the left side of the screen, you see he's got almost a 4-second lead over Zilich. But to show the domination of those 2 cars, you see right now 3rd is 29 seconds behind Sawalich.
William Sawalich last year set a new track record. This year in qualifying, broke his own record. For the 7th time this season, William Sawalich crosses the line first. He gets it done at the Milwaukee Mile. 2nd straight win for this 17-year-old at Milwaukee.
Next flag would end the race.
Gotta feel really good right now about what's left, but mainly about what he's accomplished so far. Wow, what a great drive for Lane Riggs.
First race of the postseason in 2024. And we're going to have a playoff spoiler. Here he comes. Off of turn 4, Lane Riggs, a winner for the first time in his career. He gets it done at Milwaukee. Every point matters. Corey Hine holds off Daniel Dye for 7th.
2x2 out of turn 4. It's overtime, presented by Credit One Bank. A great restart by that 0-0 of Cole Custer. He throws it into turn number 1. But Bell on the outside. He's going to clear him coming off a 2. Oh, and contact's made. They slide down the racetrack. Now, Bell back to the high side. Custer down low. Creed still in striking position. White flag goes in the air one more time around. Bell with a 1 car length advantage. Custer now 2 car lengths back. Bell pulling away down the backstretch. The contact was made on the first lap after the restart. And Bell now coming out of turn 4. It's going to be his first Darlington win in the Xfinity Series. Christopher Bell is going to win at the track too tough to tame.
Attaboy, driver. Way to go.
An LFR chassis race car. Car number 1, Patrick Emberling, gets the white flag. Let's go with Patrick Emberling. Car number 1 for the final circuit. Deep into turn number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, off turn number 4, Patrick Emberling has done it. He will take down the victory here at Oswego Speedway. Matt Hirschman will finish in the runner-up position. Rounding out the top 5, Justin Bonsignor in 3rd. Ronnie Silk to finish in 4th. Austin Beers unofficially.
You could hear the engine take fire once again, so he did pull away, but there's 2 laps to go this time, and Kevin Lacroix is getting closer, but so is Kyle Steckley.
Steckley is pressuring the leader, and now Cameron's got to use what's left of those General tires. He leans on it in turn number 1 sideways, and then in through turn number 2. You don't want to get too crossways here. You'll open that door for a pass in turn 3.
You know, on a talk show last week, Kyle Steckley said, I do not want to be leading on the last lap of this race. I want to be in 2nd place. I've seen how these races end.
Cameron very much watching his mirror, seeing where the 22 of Kyle Steckley is putting that race car. Right now, it's right in the tire tracks of the race leader, the 96, and to the inside. Look at that. A sneak move by the 74 of Kevin Lacroix. They make big contact.
Wow.
It started as a sneak move, didn't end that way.
No, and Kyle Steckley, you know, he was deserving of that lane he wanted, but Kevin Lacroix's got places to go, and he didn't much care.
Nope, and Ranger picks up the momentum off of turn number 5 and closes the gap on Kyle Steckley. So he's right in the draft as they work through turn number 8.
It's going to be the white flag in the air this time. Marc-Antoine Cameron with the race lead. How many times have we seen it? Being in the lead on the final lap is not necessarily where you want to be, but what a race he's driven, what a race Robin McCluskey has called.
He has Kevin Lacroix directly behind him as they work through turn number 1, headed for turn number 2. Lacroix not quite close enough to make a move there, as Cameron will keep him behind.
Lacroix is closer right there than he was to Kyle Steckley when he made his move in turn 5. Is that what he's setting up once again?
But Marc-Antoine Cameron has done this before. He's been in this position before.
Kevin Lacroix stalking his prey down into turn 4. He's right up on the rear bumper of the 96. Cameron down into 5. This is where he swung out on Steckley.
And he makes contact hard into the back bumper of the 96. Big smoke from the front end of the Chevrolet as Cameron moves to second. New race leader Kevin Lacroix down the Andretti straightaway.
A completely different approach than what he did with Kyle Steckley. He pushed Cameron right into the corner. There was no way Marc-Antoine Cameron could have made that turn.
And Cameron needs to get a little bit closer to have any hope of making a move in turn number 9 or turn 10. He's not close enough on the exit of turn 8.
For the final time up through turns 9 and 10, Kevin Lacroix with the lead. Makes the hard right-hand turn, twin checkered flags in the air. Kevin Lacroix wins the WeatherTech 200. Holy moly, what a race.
Second place to your points leader, Marc-Antoine Cameron. Kyle Steckley will come home third.
There is nothing between these two at the end of 500 miles. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Can Briscoe hang on? Or has Kyle Busch got something? Both guys are going to break a very long winless streak. But who will it be? Kyle Busch throwing everything at Chase Briscoe he can. It's a win and you're in. And the 29-year-old from Mitchell, Indiana, Chase Briscoe wins the Southern 500 and is going to the playoffs. 2 weeks in a row, we have been treated to a win and you're in. This time, it's Chase Briscoe.
God, it's so good, dude. Holy smokes.
Cruz in front, followed by Sawalich, Perez, Scott, and Wright. Back under green, 2 to go at DuQuoin. A bump from behind from the 18 of Sawalich, trying to go underneath the 20. Side by side, almost trying to get to the left rear quarter panel is the 18, but Cruz able to jet out in front.
Nice job by Cruz. Got enough grip out there to get out in front of Sawalich. Now watch Perez trying to grab that second spot from Sawalich. Good battle for third. 3-way battle for third behind him.
Coming to the white, off turn 4. It's Cruz in front. Had a fantastic restart. Does Sawalich have anything for him? Down the front stretch, white flag in the air. 1 to go at DuQuoin.
Remember, it's not over till we see the checkered flag.
Cruz, Sawalich, Perez. Brent Cruz has led every lap here tonight. Down the back stretch, the 20 car. Cruz second in this race a year ago. Looking to take home the checkers here tonight. Off the final turn. Brent Cruz in the 20 slides up the track, and Brent Cruz with Sawalich right there at the checkers. Brent Cruz takes it home here tonight at DuQuoin.
Oh, almost gets the 21 sideways, and now here comes Chandler Smith. He's to the inside for the lead. No help behind him, though. Corey Heim is going to push the 21. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Chandler Smith dropping back. Now he's going to fight for 4th. Here comes the 26 on the outside, Corey Heim. And he gets sideways. Parker Kligerman with a run. AJ Allmendinger, fresher tires, also coming into the picture. The last time through 3 and 4. The 21 pulling away. Austin Hill's going to do it again. He'll sweep Atlanta. 4 wins at this racetrack.
White flag is is coming out for the driver of the Napa Dodge, Kevin Lacroix.
Andrew Ranger right there in the rearview mirror as the white flag comes out. Is he close enough? I don't think so, Dave.
He's getting there. One minor mistake by the driver of the 74, and Ranger will be within striking zone down the back straightaway for the final time.
Kevin Lacroix into turn number 3, the final time. The car has been on a rail all day long. Ranger's not going to get there. Lacroix wins the Delaware 200.
His 5th victory of 2024, and now that moves him ahead of the 27 in the Fast Eddie Speedway point standings.
They know that they're about to see something special, but just how special will it be? Let's go back to racing to finish this one off. Logano and Suarez. How big is that push from Blaney for his Team Penske teammate? And then the Trackhouse boys are working together. Chastain is pushing Suarez. Don't take your eyes off the 20 of Christopher Bell either. First of the Hendrick Chevys is the 48 of Alex Bowman. Logano ahead. Suarez fighting back. Here they come to the white flag. Logano gets another little shove from Ryan Blaney. And the two Penske's clear Suarez. But Daniel's not giving up. It's Joey Logano clearly out in front. But is there a late run? Remember how this finished. Chastain into the wall, but he's able to keep it going. Has Suarez got something special like he did in February? They're crashing into the wall. Caution comes out of the checker. They're flying everywhere, and Hamlin is involved. Joey Logano prevails in this first playoff race.
That's how we start the playoff, boys! Yeah!
His crew chief, Paul Wolf, told us he's a big-time, big-pressure racer, and he delivers.
Last year, about this moment, I believe actually it was 2 laps to go in the race. The caution came out. He was leading, and we know how it ended. He did not win.
We don't have to remind him, I don't think. And you know, the thing is, and it's going to be great if he can hold on, caution doesn't come out and he wins this race. It's going to be redemption of some sort, but he'll never get that one from last year back. You know, there's always going to be that void about that first one that got away.
Yeah, he won't be thinking about that victory lane, though. I can promise you, tonight at least, he'll feel that redemption, and knowing tomorrow he's going to get in that Xfinity car. Shane Huffman, actually a former driver of Junior Motorsports. I'm sure he's going to hang around probably with Connor to watch him in that debut tomorrow. I really look forward to watching this as a fan. I mean, really, it's not often you see a driver making his start that you know is going to be having an impact on the sport for a long time to come.
And I became a believer for that COTA truck race when he set a new track record and then was so fast. Got a couple laps down, fought his way back, got them both back, and ended up with a top 5 finish.
Well, everything this young man touches seems to turn to gold and a trophy. Connor Zilic, he has just been flawless today. For the 5th time this season, checkered flag goes to Connor Zilic as he wins at Watkins Glen. You just can't say enough great things about this young man. Shane Huffman, what he's able to do, the cars he's able to give him.
Who has enough of the top 3? They are the question mark. Zilic, Mayer, Allmendinger. We're going to try it again. 2 laps remain. It's overtime. So far up through the gears, everybody inside the top 10 has been able to make it into turn 1. Side by side for the lead. Zilic up the racetrack, a wreck in the back, but off of the track. 3 wide for second. Connor Zilic out front.
They're leaning on each other for the second spot. 3 wide up to the S's. Here comes Connor Zilic in the 88. He'll grab the lead. Shane Van Gisbergen in the 97. To the outside of A.J. Allmendinger in the 16.
Mayer weaving his car back and forth. He may be out of fuel. Here's Colleague Racing teammates battling for the second spot into the bus stop. Van Gisbergen with the preferred line there. Allmendinger with the crossover. He goes now back to the outside. That's driver's left as Allgaier's in the wall. Back in the bus stop. Meanwhile, this battle for position up front continues. SVG trying to hang on to the second spot, and he does somehow.
Chandler Smith aggressively in the 81 trying to get get up there and fight for that second spot. The 88 of Zilich trying to get to the white flag. The next flag that would come out after the white would end the race. Do they have enough fuel to go all the way around again? 3 wide now for second. The 97, and they wreck coming off of the turn. The white flag is out. Connor Zilich, does he have enough fuel to get all the way back around?
That's the only question for the leader. The question is, who will be second if he doesn't, Bags?
Here they come. Final time up the hill through the S's. It is chaos from second on back. Connor Zilich is leading everybody by a country mile. Sheldon Creed will get through for second. Here's the rugby sprung from third on back as the leaders hit the back straightaway for the final time.
And that was big for Creed to get to second. He is plenty good on fuel. Meanwhile, Herbst gets turned in front of the back half of the top 10. Another car slams into the wall. They are wrecking hard on the back straightaway as everybody piles in. Caution flag is out.
And this is great for Connor Zilich because caution comes out. He's got to reduce his speed to a cautious pace, but he does have to get all the way back around. Even if he ran out of fuel right now, that doesn't guarantee a win.
He does have to get all the way back around.
And you're seeing right here, Sheldon Creed's trying to go by him, but he can't.
You can't pass him as long as the 88 runs a reasonable speed, and I believe he's doing just that. It's downhill from this point of the track, Rick. The 88 should be able to coast it home.
Look, you did a hell of a job today, buddy. I'm so proud of you. This was what the effort went into. Thank you, all you guys. 88 Group, y'all been awesome the whole time.
The 18-year-old Connor Zilich is going to win in his first start at the Glen.
Let's go! Thank you, guys. Thank you. Nice work, dude.
2 laps remain for Ron Silk. Silk looking to take down his second win this year at Riverhead Raceway. And his 4th over the last 5 races, making 6 races. Ron Silk takes the white flag and he heads down the back straightaway. And for the first time in his career in this event, he's gonna win one for his old car owner, Eddie Partridge.
th race of this 2024 season that has had at least one overtime. This overtime presented by Credit One Bank. Busher on the left, Hocevar on the right, SVG on the inside alongside Ross Chastain. Here we go. Do we finish it off? Van Gisbergen tries to unsettle Busher, puts it on the inside, gets on the gas. It's Van Gisbergen and Busher side by side to you, Mike.
Wheel to wheel for the lead, coming to the S's, and it's SVG. He'll power past Busher and go to the lead. Busher now to second. Third now will be Carson Hocevar. Chastain in fourth, but SVG, your new leader in NASCAR overtime.
Top 4 breakaway. Can Chris Busher get it regathered and try to come back for a charge at Shane Van Gisbergen? He gets into the bus stop well. The top 2 have started to squirt away from the field. Now Busher sideways hustling that 17 car as he tries to track down Shane Van Gisbergen through the carousel. Top 2 breaking away out of 5.
It was a little bit of contact from SVG to the 17 that presented this opportunity for the lead. If Busher can catch him, he has a permission slip now to use the same tactic, but I don't think he can. I think SVG has the fastest race car.
SVG shows his experience. 1 lap to go to figure it out. 7 corners at the Glen to try to stay clear of Chris Busher. The battle on for third behind with Chastain and Hocevar.
And no matter what happens on this lap, the race will be determined. Do you know what? If you go back to 2012, a former NASCAR driver by the name of Marcus Ambrose drove to a spectacular victory, being hounded by Brad Keselowski. Brad Keselowski is one of the co-owners of the team of the car doing the chasing. Chris Busher is hounding down Shane Van Gisbergen, who happens to be mentored by Marcus Ambrose. Marcus will be back in Australia watching this, and it's shades of Keselowski and Ambrose all over again. Busher gets on the inside of SVG and says, "You pushed me around earlier, I'm going to give it back." Incredible on this final lap. Van Gisbergen's only got 1 real shot left at it. Maybe 2. Thinks about it into turn 6.
Buescher saved the best to last? Or has Van Gisbergen got a little payback? He gets wide. He loses it almost. He has to gather it up, but he can't do it. Chris Buescher wins at the Glen in the most spectacular style. What did we just see?
I'm so proud of you, man. So proud of you. That was awesome. Great job, guys. Great job. Screw the day. Screw it.
The pain of missing the playoffs has just been eased with a phenomenal victory at the Glen by Chris Buescher.
The 18 team hoping that their boy William Sawalich will bring them home, bring them to victory lane once again at Bristol. William Sawalich, Landon Lewis, we are green once again in ARCA overtime.
There's that half car length you were talking about, Trevor.
Andres Perez, he leaned on him, but not enough. William Sawalich out ahead, white flag.
2x2, 3 rows back behind this battle.
Final lap at Bristol Motor Speedway.
2 years in a row for William Sawalich.
2 years in a row, William Sawalich takes the checkered flag. He wins it at Bristol Motor Speedway and becomes the ARCA Menards Series East champion for the second straight year.
The stress of trying to win at the last great Coliseum. White flag is out for Lane Riggs. Lane Riggs is on an absolute heater. He goes back to back and wins it at Bristol. Heim wins the stage, comes home second. Carruth wins the stage, he was third.
And Heim barely beat Carruth at the line.
Eck is fourth, Sanchez fifth. And with their performance tonight and their advantage coming in, it means good things for their playoff future, talking about Heim and Eckes.
Look at that battle for second. Rajah had it right to the very end. And Corey Heim uses the momentum from the high side to grab it.
Cole Custer coming up on 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank.
White flag this time.
Cole Custer, a year ago in Phoenix, was able to capture the Xfinity Series championship earlier this year. He locked himself into the playoffs with the win at Pocono. Now he's going to win at Bristol, and he wins the regular season.
Hell yeah, guys. It's Bristol night race. First time. Man, I've been wanting to get this one for a while. That's unbelievable race car. JT, Iggy, Taylor, we broke the bad luck. Playoff stash is in. Thank you, guys.
This time by the white flag is out. Let's ride with our top cars down the back straightaway, looking for the extra money. Taking it all home from the high banks of Monadnock, Patrick Emmerling has done it. What a great run for Anthony Nacella. Matt Hirschman to finish in third. And then rounding out our field, Craig Lutz in fourth. What a great run for Woody Pitcat for
And
five.
just recently on the radio, he said to Cliff Daniels, I'm trying to get to the white flag as quickly as I can. Well, that white flag has come. And Kyle Larson is on his way home. It has been a stellar first-class performance under the lights in Bristol. Kyle Larson is the man. Cliff Daniels says, there you go, you took care of business.
Close in on JP Bergeron in that number 1. This is going to be a tough decision for Kevin Lacroix.
Something that Kevin Lacroix did not want to see, and that's the back bumper of the E-Racer number 1 of JP Bergeron. A little nudge, and now Lacroix goes to the outside.
Will LaRue in position, goes to the outside in turns 3 and 4. Can he do it? They get back to the throttle. Drag race to the finish. Kevin Lacroix with the win. Holy moly, what a race.
And look at the action in turn 3 and 4 as the 39 of Alex Gannett, a bump to the podium. He'll bring along Kingsbury. Donald Teach drops all the way down out of the top 5 in the 80 car. But what a turn of events for the latter half of the the top 5. How about this? Your champion for 2024 in the GM Paille number 96, Marc-Antoine Cameron, lights up those General Tires. You don't have to worry about a motor rebuild now.
No, you absolutely don't. As Cameron backs away from the wall, having a quick look at what's ahead because he's about to rip up the front straightaway.
Photographer's jumping out of the way. You can see the smile in his eyes.
Wow.
They make their way to the green flag. It's Amber Balkan, Tanner Gray. Amber gets a push from the 28 of Connor Zilic. She hangs on to it. Was sideways, but it's Tanner Gray out front.
That push really killed Connor Zilic's momentum. Look at Andy J in second.
Andy Jankowiak says, the heck with my best career finish. I want to win this thing. 73 car's been stout. Does he have enough for the 18? Amber Balkan hanging in there on those old tires. Corey Day up at the wall, and here comes Connor Zilic to the inside.
And there those old tires were showing up for Amber. She did a nice job for half that lap, and then just nothing she could do about it. Look at Corey Day coming now in third.
Andy Jankowiak all over the bumper of the 18. The 18 smoking. He's got an issue with something wrong with the left rear. Corey Day, the 82 on the inside. It's
Andy
not
J's
over.
going to hang in there tough. Coming down for one to go.
Connor Zilic not giving up on the high side.
Connor's going to try to pass them both here down the straightaway.
Tanner Gray hanging on. I don't see the smoke any longer. 3 wide behind him. Corey Day into Andy Jankowiak. They're rubbing. We stay green. Tanner Gray continues to lead. Connor Zilic right behind him. Does he have enough time? Final lap. Tanner Gray has been so impressive with this 18 team. Won earlier in the season. Checker flag in the air. Tanner Gray wins it at Kansas Speedway and gets that redemption.
Outstanding job by Tanner Gray. Tell me that left rear tire is low. You can see it smoking like you were talking about.
How did he hang on to that? He could barely
Look at
drive
it's
it.
flat. It's
down.
completely flat now.
The drive of his life right there.
Just 2 to go now. There's Majeski coming off turn 2. Just over a lap and a half for Majeski.
The white flag next. Does he have enough fuel to hang on?
I think I just saw Stuart Friesen out of gas, and he put it on the same lap that our leader Ty Majeski did.
Rhodes is out of gas.
Oh, he's
so is Majeski.
Majeski's out of gas.
Majeski's out. He drops low on the racetrack. The white flag is out. The 11 of Corey Heim. Here he comes. Goes around Ty Majeski. Final lap from Kansas.
Wow. Told you he had enough time to get there. Wasn't even close.
You nailed it, Michael. The white flag comes out. Not enough fuel to make it to the finish. The 11 of Corey Heim started in the back, worked his way forward, dominated the race, and he gets the win at his favorite racetrack, Kansas Speedway.
Oh, me. What a race, huh?
And Grant Enfinger is going to do it. He is going to lock himself into the next round.
Ben Rhodes runs out of gas, automatically giving a big points. Knight to the 9, 24 points.
Back out in front of the grandstands, 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. Eric Almirola, just a few starts in this 20. He's been to victory lane already at Martinsville. As I mentioned before, 3 other drivers have won twice in the 20. This could be the 8th win for the 20 in 2024. Almirola is going to grab his 6th career Xfinity Series win, and it happens here at Kansas.
I told you, boys. I told you. And that's why you never give up.
Can he steal the win here tonight? Pace car safely off into the infield. Coming back to green. 2 to go. Trevor Huddleston on the loud pedal. Let's see what happens down into 1. Hingorani digging hard to the outside. He's got the nose in front going into 3. He's way up the racetrack. Coming off a 4 to the white flag. They're side by side. Through turns 1 and 2, dead even down the backstretch. One more time through turns 3 and 4. Hingorani noses out front. Off of turn 4, who's it gonna be? To the checkered flag, it's Trevor Huddleston. He will win it here at Madeira.
1 lap to go here in Kansas, presented by Credit One Bank. It's 2 Chevrolet-powered cars from 2 different racing organizations at the front. 1 non-playoff driver, 1 playoff driver. Who wants this more? If William Byron stays where he is, he's still going to leave Kansas as the top-seeded driver as he takes a shot on the low line on Ross Chastain. Checkered flag is waiting, and it's going to be win number 1 for season 2024 for Car 1. Ross Chastain and Trackhouse Racing win in Kansas.
Way to go.
The 31-year-old Floridian has done it.
Grant Enfinger is the race leader. 1 lap to go. The next flag will end the race.
Somebody's got to pull out up in the top 5. Is it going to be Ankrum?
Yes, it is, and it's Gray.
Taylor Gray. That blue and black 17. Getting a push from the 18 of Tyler Ankrum. Top 2 starting to get away. Eckes pushing Enfinger.
Look at that outside lane. Daniel Dye trying to get engaged with Ankrum. Here comes Lawless Allen.
Lawless Allen, black 33. Enfinger trying to block. Taylor Gray goes outside. Lots of momentum there. Final time through the tri-oval. Ankrum goes around. They're crashing behind Grant Enfinger, who has won for a 2nd time in his career at Talladega Superspeedway.
Ryan Reed, the 91, significant contact. The fire fortunately extinguished itself.
Grant Enfinger gets his 2nd win at his home track, and with that, he's going back to the championship 4.
Man, that was a great performance. That's how you draw it up when you go to Talladega, just like Grant Enfinger and his team executed.
That's for a top 5 as you see the white flag in the air for William Sawalich. 18-year-old hails from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Looking at bringing it home once again at Toledo Speedway. 9th win of the year for William Sawalich and that 18 team. Gio Ruggiero, Chris Wright, Brent Cruz, LeVar Scott, and your champion, Andres Perez, brings it home 6th.
Riley Herbst, number 98 on the inside. Sammy Smith on the outside. Fans here at Talladega cheering him on.
Don't count out Ryan Sieg. The white car running in 6th place.
Outside in row 3 there, that 39. And Leland Honeyman in the 42. Those 2 side by side as the top 4 break away. And they really break away.
Well, they break away because they were connected, but now as they've broken up, they are going to come back to the pack with a pretty big hurry somewhere over here off turn 4.
Those 4 cars all in line. Here comes the pack.
Yeah, they got single file. That's going to help them a little bit. Sheldon Creed, he wasn't content staying single file. Jumps to the outside.
Ryan Sieg moving around.
Cover middle, white flag.
White flag one more time around here at Talladega.
The 8 of Sammy Smith committed to the bottom, and now here he'll be battling for the lead. A great move by the 8.
Yeah, about to move by Sieg in the 39 to get behind the 8. Oh, big push right in the middle of the corner.
Chandler Smith in the 81. What a run. Can he get past the 8? No, he doesn't. Those two side by side down the backstretch. The 98 with a big shove. He's going to try to bit by. He can't. Nowhere to go for the 27. He's up against the wall. 3 wide for third. They still say side by side for the lead. Sammy Smith on the inside. Chandler Smith on the outside. Ryan Sieg. He gets behind the 8 for the push. Coming up on the tri-oval. Remember, the start-finish line is past the tri-oval. The 8 of Sammy Smith out in front. Now Sieg moves to the outside. At the line, it's Sammy Smith in the 8, and they wreck on the inside. Sammy Smith came in 12th in the standings. He wins his way into the next round of the playoffs.
What do you have to do to make the next round? Win. And he made it happen.
Huddleston coming to the white flag this time around. Final time for Trevor Huddleston. Not too often that you see a driver pick up the fastest lap in practice, win the General Tire Pole Award, and park it down in victory lane, but the clean sweep in effect tonight for Trevor Huddleston. Flag to flag, back-to-back wins for Trevor Huddleston. Eric Nascimento going to come across in second. Tyler Reif coming home in third. He's going to pick up 1 point on Sean Hingorani, who comes home in fourth, and Jack Wood rounding out the top 5.
The Yellowwood 500 here at Talladega Superspeedway going into overtime. The fans on their feet. Let's go! Who's got the magic on the big track? They played nice for so long. But now the gloves are off in overtime.
The outside lane has more cars lined up. Here comes Christopher Bell to the 5.
Look at Kyle Busch, that blue 8 on the top line. Doing what he can. Eric Jones in the pink and white car in the mix. Keselowski on the low line.
Both front rows got separated from each other. Now they're trying to get hooked back up.
The driver of car number 6 has won here 6 times. Stenhouse is fighting back on the outside. Van Gisbergen goes really wide and high. White flag out. Next flag will end the race.
Kyle Busch to the outside.
Overtime presented by Credit One Bank. Who's got the magic in these final 2.5 miles? Busch is out of it. He's been sent back. Stenhouse in the green and white machine. William Byron, Brad Keselowski, and Kyle Larson in the 5. We've had some dramatic finishes this year, and it's got that feeling about it again. Keselowski got bounced out of the playoffs at the last round. The Built Submarines car is in front, but for how much longer? Here comes Ricky Stenhouse Jr. through the tri-oval. Keselowski down low, Stenhouse high. Byron goes for it on the outside.
Good work, dude. Did we get it?
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. wins for the first time since he won the Daytona 500. Check out how close this was. Wow. 0.06 of a second.
Kligerman in the orange 48. Sam Mayer. The green and white, number 1. Green flag back in the air.
Advantage Sam Mayer right now.
Kligerman able to stay on his outside, and he pulls in front of him. Now as they come into turn 3. Kligerman with the advantage, but Sam Mayer closing the door. All the way off the track goes the 48 of Kligerman, but here comes Mayer in the 1.
What a great job by Parker Kligerman. Now what do? Heading into 7, do you block the left side or do you give the 1 car the left side of the racetrack? The 1 goes to the outside.
He blocks that inside. The 1 tried to go to the outside. A crossover move. Here comes Mayer on the inside.
Can he get into 3rd gear? That's been the problem. Looks like a clean shift this time for the 1 car.
Oh, tire roll on the 48.
Yeah, the left front is smoking for the 48. Here comes the 16 now. Mayer in front. Sam Mayer pulling away now from Parker Kligerman. Mayer wants to see that white flag.
Bottom box, Jesse Love in the 2 car, 0, tied with SVG. The 2 needs a spot or 2 in this final lap.
Mayer out in front. White flag is displayed one more time around.
And SVG's getting by the 48 for a spot.
That'll put SVG up 1 position. Love now trying to make the pass. That puts it back to 0. He's got 2 cars in front of him, though. It comes down to 1.1 position. SVG would have to get by Allmendinger to gain a point.
Love locked up the right front with contact with the 51.
Jesse Love, the 19-year-old, has to find something on this final lap. It looks like Sam Mayer is going to have that position, and SVG might be able to get his teammate. Can the 2 on the bottom screen find 1 or 2 positions?
He's going to have 2 of them. Here's 1.
SVG has the advantage in a tiebreaker. If those 2 end tied in the points, SVG has the advantage. Now Love has gained a position. SVG needs a spot. Mayer still out front, looking to win his way into the next round of the playoffs.
Oh, aggression by Jesse Love. He needed the spot. He took it from the 38.
Jesse Love now has a little cushion. 2 points into the final turn, the 16 and the 1. Sam Mayer is going to win at the Roval. SVG looks like it'll end up potentially 2 points out of the playoffs. Love finishes up in that position, and Love is going to advance.
What a race. What a great job by Sam Mayer of staying calm. The moment never got too big for him.
He has driven a flawless race. He overcome a problem on pit road. The white flag is out. Nobody is surrendering, but it is Justin Bonsignore leading Anthony Nocella down the back straightaway. Final circuit, deep into turn number 3. Justin Bonsignore, look at Nocella. He's coming, he's closing up, but it is a checker. And going into the record books, Justin Bonsignore will take down the impressive victory. Anthony Nocella will finish in 2nd. Ronnie Silk unofficially in 3rd. Austin Beers for 4th. Matt Hirschman to round out the top.
And now there's just 1 lap to go. 2.25 miles before he's got another career victory.
Christopher Bell isn't close, but he's close enough that the 5 has to be very careful with this 99. You don't want to make a mistake at this point. You see maybe 25, 30 car lengths back. I mean, it's a big, big gap. But at a track like this, we have seen some big mistakes. I don't expect that out of the 5, but he has to figure out what he wants to do with this 99.
And for Daniel Suarez, his playoffs run ends here in just a lap time. The 99, the sole rep for Trackhouse as he waves Larson by on the inside. It's been a good run, an interesting run, but it's over for Suarez. It is far from over for Kyle Larson. The last time, the only time he's won here at the Roval, interestingly enough, was the year that he became a NASCAR Cup Series champion. Is that an omen for Kyle Larson and the HendrickCars.com Chevy team? Everybody here at the track has been raving about the weather this week. It has been just beautiful. And on a sunny fall afternoon, this California kid has just been dominant. He made up 4 positions on the opening couple of laps, and that was an omen. But for the second time in his career, Kyle Larson wins at the Roval. Christopher Bell follows him through into the round of 8. And look at that bottom box on the left. Tyler Reddick. Say whatever you want about him. Gritty, determined, tough. He's a fighter. His team at 2311 are fighters, and they did not give up. They had an extra challenge ahead of them today, and they answered that call to fight and drive their way through into the round of 8. Billy Scott being congratulated by Michael Jordan and everybody else. What a day that was for the 45 team.
That was at 2:56. Here we go. A better start for Sieg and a big push from Allgaier into the back of Allmendinger. 3 miles to go in the race. Now, here comes Sieg again.
That was as good of a restart as you could hope for Allmendinger.
But Sieg's coming. He's got to be near his rear bumper, the white flag. Can he make magic on the final lap?
2 car lengths separate the top 2. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. He'll have 1 shot at it. A great 1 and 2 for Ryan Sieg. Down the backstretch they go for the final time. Is he close enough to get there? To the bottom of the track. Through 3 and 4. Allmendinger. He's got the advantage. Allmendinger will not be denied. He'll win in Vegas. The first of the playoff drivers to lock themselves in. Now he will race for a championship in Phoenix.
It was victory that got him past Ted Christopher on the all-time leader. Now he's going to tie Reggie Ruggiero if he can hold on for the final 5 of the final lap and down the back straightaway in the Brushy Mountain Power Sports 150 here at North Wilkesboro. The championship will be decided on Saturday, and it's going right down to the wire with a brand new point leader and winner in Justin Bonsignor.
Bonsignor, the winner, going to take command in the title fight. Here's the battle for third off the final corner. Everling to the bottom, but can't get there. Austin Beers holds on for third behind Bonsignor, the winner, and Kyle Bonsignor has a problem off the final corner.
The Pennzoil Ford for Team Penske.
White flag, 1 more.
1 more to go. 1 lap left, presented by Credit One Bank. Bell is clear. Does he have a shot? It's going to be tough. Logano is in view. This has been the fastest car over the last 30 plus laps. Been the fastest car all day, as a matter of fact. And now Bell's there, but it may be just too much to do. Too close to the line. Can you believe what you are seeing? Joey Logano is the last into the round of 8. Joey Logano wins Las Vegas. He's going to Phoenix. That's what 2-time Cup champions do. They rise to the occasion. A week ago, he was out. He was back in on Sunday night. And here in Las Vegas,
guys, everyone, great job,
is confirmed into the championship 4. Congratulations, Team Penske, Joey Logano.
Chase Purdy in the 77 truck, but meanwhile,
White flag is in the air for Grant Enfinger.
That's all he wanted to see was that white flag. Now he just hopes he has a few tenths of a gallon of gas.
Nothing to lose coming into this race. Little bit of strategy. The pit crew got it done, fixed that truck up despite the damage. Jeff Stankiewicz working his magic, working the numbers, telling his driver exactly what he needs to do, where he needs to be, keep enough fuel in that race truck to get it done. The 2, and Nick Sanchez in second, is out of gas. Checker flag is in the air for Grant Enfinger. He goes back to back-to-back wins. Well done. I'm sure they held their breath for a while there.
Wow. How do we do this, man? We always have such entertaining events.
And guys, Nick Sanchez pitted 1 lap before Grant Enfinger. 1 lap.
The experience you guys were talking about. Communication with his team.
When it counted race time, they had it.
All right, 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. What a race. Austin Hill and the 21 team for RCR has put together. The gap back to Cole Custer, 3.3 seconds. Surprisingly, the 97 of Van Gisbergen is going to stay on the racetrack and complete this race with the amount of fuel he had from his pit stop at 124. Hill, in 2 playoff races, will join Allmendinger as winners. And Austin Hill is going to win in Miami. An automatic spot in the championship 4. And listen to the emotion.
What a car. Oh my God, thank you so much, guys. Oh man, that was awesome. We had some kicks there.
A lap and a half to go for Justin Bonsignore. You go back to 2018 when he won his first. Many of the crew members, many of the team members that are on this 51 team are still with him today. That magic continues as he has 1 circuit left to go to etch his name deeper into the history of the Whelen Modified Tour. When he crosses the line, he'll have 45 career victories, take 2nd place on the all-time win list of the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. But more importantly, he will become a 4-time Whelen Modified Tour champion, and Justin Bonsignore wins the title in 2024.
There is the team soaking in the moment. The camera is zoomed in, and the emotion will carry over into victory lane momentarily. And look at that team, as you say, Joe. They've been together. They've been through the ups and downs, more ups than downs. But the downs have really made them appreciate these ups.
A car length and a half. The distance off of turn 4. Hingorani's got 1 more lap to go. Another thrilling finish coming up at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. Cruz, a car length back through turns 1 and 2. What's he got here? The final time into turns 3 and 4. Can he get there? No, he can't. Hingorani off of turn 4. He's going to pick up the win at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. Brent Cruz coming across in 2nd. Trevor Huddleston coming home in 3rd. 0.3 of a second, the difference at the finish line.
Reddick with a run. Can he get to the back bumper of Blaney? 2 to go. 3 miles is going to determine somebody's championship picture.
Oh, big run in the middle of the corner by Blaney.
Look at this! Down the back straight. JGR versus Team Penske. Blaney versus Hamlin. And Blaney's got his nose in front.
All the way.
The champ wants a chance to defend. 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. Less than 1.5 miles from here. Now Reddick on the low side. Hamlin goes to the top. He's looking for the huge run down the backstretch. But can Reddick do it from the bottom? This championship this year has given us some of the most incredible closing moments. You pick this one. Blaney, Reddick, or Hamlin. Reddick is not done with yet. Tyler Reddick just drives all the way around Ryan Blaney. Can you believe what you've just seen? Reddick's going to Phoenix. Tyler Reddick wins the Straight Talk 400 in the most incredible way. He loves ripping the boards. He just ripped them apart. Right around the outside to victory lane. Tyler Reddick ended on his roof last week in Vegas
3:11 and championship berth.
Here we go. 5 laps to go. Christian Eckes, Taylor Gray on the front row. How aggressive does Taylor get?
Did he get too aggressive? See,
He gets the jump.
Got the jump. Did he jump too soon? We'll have to see what NASCAR says. Oh, there's contact between our leaders.
Now will Eckes move the 17? Yes, he will.
He
move
moves
the 17.
Taylor Gray up the track. Christian Eckes takes over the lead. Here comes Ben Rhodes in second.
On those tires.
How aggressive does Ben Rhodes get to help out his teammate?
Well, he just saw the 19 move the 17. There's no doubt he was going to use that bumper.
And if he gets in front of him, it looks like the 19 will use his bumper again.
Ben Rhodes got the message. We need you to be a team player right now. Christian Eckes second.
Looked like Ben got a nice run off that corner, but it's not going to be enough. There's the bumper. And way up the hill he goes.
Who's going to be in second on the last corner? That may be the key to who wins this race.
Look at this battle for the lead. They both wash up the racetrack.
And Chase Purdy, where'd he come from?
I guarantee you the spotters are saying, Phil, he's using his bumper. Go use yours. But I don't know if Chase has enough to get there.
Taylor Gray, Nick Sanchez side by side. They're both in must-win situations. That's a battle for 4th and 5th. Coming out of turn 4. White flag is in the air. Christian Eckes leads it. 1 lap to go. Taylor Gray had his shot.
And he got a shot in the back that knocked him out of the way.
Christian Eckes wasn't afraid to be aggressive right back. It has been his night. He has absolutely dominated. Has led 187 laps, and he gets it done. Christian Eckes wins at Martinsville and punches his first ticket to the championship 4. Charles Denike and that team, what a season. And there's the bumper right there. Taylor Gray not happy with the contact.
Catch a lap traffic right here. Got to time this out, not to be next to Jeremy Clemens in the corner. Jeremy Clemens moves out of the way. Great move.
1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Clemens way up the racetrack. He's letting him race for the win. Almirola through 3 and 4 for the final time. And it will be Eric Almirola. He'll win at Martinsville.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Another grandfather clock, and with that, that means that Cole Custer and Allgaier are going to race for a championship as we see the 20 come up. And the 8 of Sammy Smith got beside him, congratulate him. So now Allgaier advancing to that championship 4, and based on points, Cole Custer will try to defend a title he won a year ago.
And Sammy Smith and Chandler Smith, neither one are going to make it, but a very good job by both of those guys to put themselves in position.
There's a little push and shove going on there for that final, getting to this final lap. There's half a mile to go for Ryan Blaney. The reigning NASCAR Cup Series champion is going to have an opportunity to defend. Last week at these 2 corners, 3 and 4, he lost the lead and lost the chance. He lost sleep over it. Ryan Blaney's not losing anything here in Martinsville. He wins and is going to Phoenix. That was a determined, savvy drive. And look at that, right at the end, Christopher Bell drives his way in as well. Right at the very end. Look at Adam Stevens.
I think the 20 past the 23 coming in the line for the 1 point that he needed.
This is it. Watch this, the 23 and the 20. He went for it, almost lost control, hits the wall, drives off the wall, sort of Ross Chastain-esque.
Going to be a lot of conversation in the NASCAR Tower about the entire finish of this race. Between all the cars racing for points, but what a drive by Blaney.
We've got a decision. We've got a decision. Christopher Bell will not be going to Phoenix. Safety violation. Riding the wall. It's against the rules. William Byron has been confirmed as the 4th and final position.
Working their way off of turn 4, coming to the white flag. Zilich has the lead. Almost a 1-second advantage on now what is the final lap here at Phoenix Raceway.
Sawallisch took his shot. He was right there for a couple laps.
And there you see the tire lettering off of the left rear has been rubbed off. That's how close they were. Zilich working their way into turns 3 and 4. No pressure from behind. Final race of the season in the ARCA Menards Series West. Going to go to Connor Zilich here at Phoenix. William Sawallisch across the line in second. And Sean Hingorani going to put the exclamation point on a second consecutive ARCA Menards Series West championship. He comes home in 3rd.
And here it is, 1 to go for Ty Majeski.
I love how you set up what he's accomplished, Adam, in this sport, how hard he's worked for this opportunity, and how deserving of a champion Ty Majeski is going to be.
Off of turn 2 with a huge advantage. What a night for Ty Majeski. He dominates in Phoenix. Ty Majeski is your 2024 Craftsman Truck Series champion.
Oh yeah, guys. So proud of you. Thank you so much. Yes! Sure, you're one bad mother.
I'm glad he let off the button when he did.
Maybe just in time. We apologize for the language just in case.
Look at that crew.
So deserved for Majeski and Joe Sheeran. How about Duke and Rhonda Thorson? Championship number 6 for them.
They get their 6th championship. Majeski gets his 6th career win.
Who's the best at restarts? It's coming down to potentially this restart right here to determine a champion. The nose in front for Allgaier. Contact made. Here comes the 21 on the inside. The 21 up the racetrack. Again, contact made. Allgaier out in front. Riley Herbst running second.
Take the right now.
You can hear it in his voice. Eddie DeHaan, the spotter for the 7. Get to that white flag. The next flag that comes out will determine the race. Allgaier was out front in the spring race here, but a problem sent him into the wall. Here comes the 98 of Riley Herbst. He'll be fighting for the win.
Right with you, though, trying to get that side.
For the final time down the backstretch, here comes Riley Herbst racing for the win. But it will be the most decorated driver in the field. Justin Allgaier is a NASCAR Xfinity Series champion.
I'm so proud of you. Boys, thank you all so much, man. I didn't want to get emotional, I'll be honest with you, but, man, I can't tell you all how much I appreciate it. This is,
7 tries.
Wayne, buddy, I told you a long time ago I wanted to go out with you and win a championship for you, and I only had one shot to do it, and we made it happen, buddy. Thank you. Thank you for everything over the years. I really appreciate it.
It's going to come down to 1 mile, 1
Your
lap.
very best lap here.
2 teammates. Who did up? Logano or Blaney? 1 to go, presented by Credit One Bank. This has been an extraordinary season of motor racing. The NASCAR Cup Series is alive and well, and it's given us thriller after thriller after thriller. This is Blaney's final shot at it. He goes up high. There's traffic low. Joey Logano steps into history. He's a 3-time Cup Series champion.
Nobody better. Nobody.
Paul Wolf, the architect, up on the pit box. At the end of the Charlotte Roval, Logano was out. The Bowman disqualification put him back in, and he never missed a spot.